消える飛行機雲Rewind. wait. Okay. Let's take it from the top, like for real. Okay. Hold on.消える飛行機雲僕たちは見送った眩しくて逃げたいつだって弱くてあの日から変わらずいつまでも変わらずにいられなかったこと悔しくて足をさらして遠くには幼かった日々を両手には飛び立つ希望消える飛行機雲追いかけてこの罪のような強さを守れるよきっとあのいつまでも同じ夢見ろ届かない場所をずっと見つめてる願いを秘めた鳥の夢を振り返る焼けた線路形を変えても僕らは覚えていてどうか季節が残した昨日消える飛行機雲追いかけて 早すぎる合図二人笑い出していつまでもまっすぐに眼差しはあるように汗がにじんでも手を離さないよずっと消える飛行機雲僕たちは見送った眩しくて逃げたいつだって弱くてあの日から変わらずいつまでも変わらずにいられなかったこと悔しくて罪を話すHello, everyone. Happy weekend. Hello. Get the music back in. Hello. How's everyone doing today? Thank you so much for the hydrate. Corliss, yes, it's KOTOKO. You got it. It's a very KOTOKO song, isn't it? You can hear the KOTOKO. Lucy, I thought you were cooking. I thought you were cooking dinner for yourself. What did you cook for yourself, by the way? Can I eat vicariously? Off of you? I didn't mean to say that. Out of you? From you? Through you. Vicariously through. That's the particle. Vicariously through you. Hello, Zach. Welcome. Lucy, thank you so much for the gift subs. Oh my goodness. If you got a gift sub from Lucy, make sure you say thank you. Make sure you enjoy your gift sub. Enjoy your emotes. Enjoy your sub badge. Thank you, Lucy. 7. Why? 7 days. If you gift subs, then no. If you watch this VHS tape, then you will gift subs in 7 days. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you so much for the resub too from Lita. Welcome in, Lita. Welcome back for 17 months. Happy weekend. And Lensa as well. Welcome back for 11 months. Good morning. Is it morning for you, Lensa? Good morning. Broccoli beef sounds awesome. I can't wait to eat. As usual on karaoke streams, I'm a hungry boy. I can't wait to eat after the stream. I have a craving for tsunamayo. I'm kind of reminiscing. I've been doing a lot of strolling down memory lane here. I ate a lot of tsunamayo in college, and today I was like, I feel like being a college student again. I was cooking Filipino bistek. Oh, beefsteak? Or I don't know the official name for it. I was craving beef. Hell yeah. I love beef. Get that meat in your mouth, Lucy. Get the meat in your mouth. Thank you so much for the gift subs. It's almost midday. The day's just started for you, Lensa. Don't starve yourself. It's okay. I'm not starving. I had crackers. I had cookies. I had water. I'll eat after this. It'll be a good reward. My problem with eating when I sing is I'll just throw up. Thank you so much for the Critter Redeem Kokone. Thank you for the melon. Thank you. And thank you for the hydrate fish. Thank you. I'm sweaty today. It's getting hot. I mean, like, by it's getting hot, I do mean it's only 26 degrees Celsius, so it's really nothing at all. But it's warmer than it was a few days ago, so I'm sweaty. I'm gross. Turn me. Remember to use protection. What's protection? What protection? I had a bad night last night, so I took a nap today, and during that I had a dream I was watching you collab with Markiplier? With Margablar? Oh my god. That would be like insane. I didn't actually know this until very recently, until an interview, but I'm taller than Markiplier, which I think is really funny. I've always interpreted him to be a taller guy, and so I found out how tall he was, and I was like, oh, I'm taller. I'm taller than Markiplier. I hope that nap helped you feel better, though, Fiona. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you feel better after your nap. Markiplier, yeah. Hello, my name's Markiplier. Vistek is Tagalized version of beefsteak, like soy sauce marinated beef jerky with onion rings. Yo, Thermo, we have the same thing in Japan. It's called beefteki. It's just beefsteak, but you also just squish it into one word. Beefteki. Beefteki and bistek. It's like the same thing. It's also just like thin beef steak with onions and like it's like cheap beefsteak basically. Beefteki, yeah, beefteki. It's the same thing. It's so yummy. I love it. We were doing a co-op horror puzzle game? Oh my goodness. We were playing Aeronautosis. I don't actually... Are there any other horror co-op games like that? Markiplier. Yeah, Markiplier. Hostiplier. I used to be a huge fan of Markiplier. I think I still am. I just don't watch his content nearly as much as anymore. But I used to watch a lot of Markiplier. And a lot of Game Grumps. I mean, I guess I still do watch a lot of Game Grumps. But yeah, I used to watch so much of them. Markiplooper. Outlast trial. Oh, Outlast. Yeah, I watched him play a lot of Outlast. I watched him play Alien, I think. What else did I watch him play? FNAF, of course. I've watched him play some FNAF. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Welcome back to... Yeah, exactly. Tsunamayo onigiri. Tsunamayo. I want in my mouth right now. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you for unleashing the beast within. Hi, everyone. Hi. Welcome. Hi. Happy weekend. Son. Who? Where? I did not know you have a son. Didn't know you have a sonums. You love Mew? Good! Perfect! That is the correct answer. I agree. I too love Mew. Lime Square, I think, since I do not control when I get to come out, I think that maybe you should have a stern chat with Miss Isa Lobana here. Miss Isa Lobana is perfect, is a master at timing the Mew release. Pa! Can we get a baby chair? Oh my god, that's a great idea. I love it. Let me go look. A stool. A baby stool. Give me a chair. Give me a little chair. Baby chair. Give me the baby chair. All these chairs look too mature for me. I want a baby chair. Where's my baby chair? Oh, man. Baby chair. Mew and Mark collab? I think that's better. That's a better collab. I like that one. I think I would have better chemistry with Markiplier. What's a good little baby chair? Oh, how's this one? How is this one? Ohms? Yeah, this one. I love it. Yes. Perfect. Oh wait, I gotta put it in the library. Okay. Oh my gosh. I hope I have time. A high chair for me. Just for me. Hi. Chair. Excellent.
Behind me? Yeah. 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 A little chair for me.
Baby man, little baby man, little
Excellent.
baby man,
Oh.
little baby
It's
man.
attached to my butt. It's attached to my butt. Oops. Wait, I gotta, hold on. It was attached to my bums. To my bums. Okay, excellent. Oh, it's still attached to my bums. Shoot! Gosh darn! Why is it attached to my bums? Okay, well, it kind of looks like I'm cooking in a barbecue. That's okay, that's better. That's better. Little goo gaga man, that's me, little man, little baby. To my bum hole? My bum hole? That's typically where chairs go, but look, it's moving around with my butt. That's okay. It makes it more exciting. It looks more exciting. Modoc cat? What's a Modoc cat? Rocking chair, yeah. A chair where you rock. Ass suction too strong. Oh my god. But butts is where you excrete the stuff. You don't suck with your butt, do you? Do you? Wait, I gotta update my set list. The song is Tori no Uta, and it's by Leah. There you go. There you go. Oh, you can barely see it. Oops. Hello, beef enjoyer. Welcome. Real men suck with their butt. Real men also like to be fed orally and vaginally. Oh, bye! Goodbye.
Oh, never mind. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was like, where am I going?
Who am I? Where am I going?
I have a story for you guys. So I actually, hold on one second here. I stole this background. I don't know if you guys can tell which background this is. Since I'm singing a bunch of like anime songs, I stole this background. This background is it's a salt lake. It's a salt lake from Bolivia. It's called Lake Uyuni. And it famously is because it's so fucking salty. It's very reflective. It will reflect the sky as is. It'll look like a mirror surface. And so there's a joke going on where like it says like anime and Japanese media in general fucking love the Uyuni Salt Lake because like every single anime opening will always have a reflective salt lake scene on it. So I stole this, but I actually stole this from what is it called? I stole it from Tokyo Ghoul. And I cleaned it up. I cleaned it up myself because fucking Kaneki Ken was in the. So this is the original version. I just switched over to the original that I cleaned up, and you can see the credits that says Ishida Sui on the right, and you can also see fucking Kaneki Ken just right behind me. I thought it'd be really funny if I kept him in, and every now and then I'll just move over and be like, bam, Kaneki Ken jump scare. There's a guy just right there. I'll be like, hey, do you guys know I have a special guest today joining me at the Starlight Host Club? Yeah, I'm singing. He's just sitting there like dissociating behind me like, oh, what am I gonna have for dinner tonight? Bro's in timeout. Yeah, look at him. He's so like, oh, shouldn't have had so many hot burritos. Oh. First I saw the lake is not in Tokyo Ghoul. Actually, in Pretty Cure, yeah. Like famously, a lot of anime openings love to have this lake because it's so dramatic. But yeah, this lake is like they call it anime's favorite lake. Shinji chair pose, yeah, exactly. So anyway, I cleaned it up. I used a little bit of Photoshop magic, and now it is completely clean. Where did he go? Oh my god! I sharpened the image. The guy's gone. Where's Ishida Sui? He was just here a second ago. Oh well. But yes, that was I actually didn't think about fixing it up until 5 minutes before stream, and so like literally 5 minutes beforehand, I was still like I was still standing behind me, and I was like, what am I gonna do about this guy? Is it okay that he's there? He's doing the Og pose. Oh yeah, he's Ogun. He's Ogun for real. 教えて教えてよその仕組みを He's got the tummy aches. Oh, he's got the tumbly aches. It's okay, Kaneki. It's all the centipedes in his brain. That's gonna cause a tummy ache or two, I believe. Don't shit in the salt lake. Don't do that. Yeah. He can't help it. Dookie flying out of his jeans. No. Someone get this guy some Tums. Someone get him some Tums. Isn't Tokyo Ghoul about cannibalism? Kind of. Yeah. It's about like a species of people that find regular food repulsive, but the taste of human flesh quite yummy. And their struggles, I guess their internal struggles within their own communities, and also their struggles living life as undercover people, I guess. I mean, I didn't follow Tokyo Ghoul very far. I think I followed to the Aoki arc. Is that the arc? I stopped at the Aoki arc. I think that's what it's called.
They eat people for num-noms? Yummy.
He's being brave about it. He's really holding it in. Oh, coffee. Yeah, coffee does wonders to me, Tetsunoryu. People have been talking about how like the olive oil coffee makes them like shit up a storm, and I was like, oh, you don't even know. I for a little while I drank a lot of what do they call it, bulletproof coffee. For a little while I drank some bulletproof coffee, and that truly will give you some freakish shits. It's pretty cool. They aren't monsters, they're just people? I can't remember. I don't remember the lore behind it or why they exist. Does anyone else remember? Oh, they got some weirdly mutated cells in their body that make it so they only subsist on human meat. So they are just people with mutated cells then. Interesting. Also, oh, don't worry about it, Kumako-chan. Thank you for coming. Thank you for dropping by. Not the olive oil coffee. Yeah, Starbucks came out with like an olive oil coffee recently. And it's making people shit their brains out. Tokyo Ghoul is about a young boy who is left all alone in his house while his family flies away in an airplane. When he wakes up, he causes chaos inside his whole house. Ah, yes, my favorite holiday film, Tokyo Ghoul. You're so right, Thermo. Bulletproof coffee sounded like nightmare juice. You know what? It tasted fine. It just like it really compels your bowels to do the thing. It's not even in like an unpleasant way, you know? Sometimes you like get like some pretty urgent shits and they're kind of unpleasant. Like it's not even unpleasant when you drink bulletproof coffee. It just like feels like it's being compelled out of your body. Like your body is just like, all right, I gotta do this now. And you're like, okay, I hope I'm home. They're just people. They do also have weaponizable organs. Oh yeah, that's right. They're, what are they called? They're oh shit, I'm so far removed from Tokyo Ghoul, I don't remember what they're called anymore. Was there not a movie about a similar premise? Bones and All? I don't recognize this movie. It's the bowel stimulating, yeah, really, it tickles you in the intestines. Tokyo Ghoul is about people who can only eat at Arby's. Oh my god, I wish that were me. I love the potato triangles at Arby's, they're so good. Is it a fast-moving train? It's a slow-moving trolley. It's like it's a very unstoppable trolley for sure. Coffee's already a mild laxative. Why did they think adding oil was a good idea? Oh, I mean to appeal to the olive oil lovers. Everyone loves olive oil nowadays. Everyone's like extra virgin olive oil. Meanwhile, they're not thinking about the promiscuous olive oil out here. I stand with promiscuous olive oil. I think that they should be able to do whatever the hell they want and still be loved in cooking. I will gladly and happily use some promiscuous olive oil myself. Thank you very much.
What do they mean by extra virgin? Do they also live in their parents' basements? I see how it is.
I love drinking olive oil, just chugging it. Just right down the gullet. I I don't remember the name anymore. I just remember that there are 4 types there are 4 types? Oh my god, Blep, I'm so behind on Tokyo Ghoul lore. I don't remember a thing about this. The movie was about people who were compelled to eat human flesh only and used it for sustenance, but they were otherwise normal people other than obligatory cannibalism diet. That sounds exactly like Tokyo Ghoul. I can't believe it. There's a movie. I believe the term is adulterated olive oil. Olive oil that has lived life a little, you know? They've taken life by the reins. You like Christian olive oil? I don't know, I find it a little bland. They out here adding virgin olive oil all over the place. Meanwhile, we're also running out of virgins. No, we're running out of virgin olives, please. I see the background and all I can think of is Tekken. Yeah, hi, I'm Shrek. We were just talking about the background earlier. That's why we're on the topic of Tokyo Ghoul. I stole this background from Tokyo Ghoul. Slutty olive oil, my favorite kind. Promiscuous olive oil. Olive oil, that's been olive oil that's been around. Is Mouse host Chu-chan? That would be really cute. I think like Hiraki Chu would be really cute. Extra virgin olive oil is just oil made from direct concentrated olives. I don't really know. They do taste different. Like my uncle went through like an olive oil obsession phase, and so I like shop for a lot of olive oil for him. It tastes significantly different when it's extra virgin and when it's like, what are they called? Like first extraction or something? There's like a name for it. They have a very drastically different flavor profile. I'm just not like an olive oil snob, I don't think. I think like as long as it's oil and it works, I'm like, all right, good for me. But my uncle really liked his fancy olive oil and balsamic vinegar, so I would always buy it for him every Christmas. Missionary lights out olive oil. Oh my god, I love that. Imagine olive oil if it had a hoe phase. Yeah, I can imagine. And that's my olive oil. That's the olive oil that I'm using. Olive oil corruption arc. Oh my god, the bimbofication of olive oil. Bimbofied olive oil. Oh no. First extraction. Yeah, there's like terms for it. I don't remember. I've forgotten it because he's also gotten a little bit less gung-ho about his olive oil obsession. Don't you shit hard when you eat too much olive oil? I don't know. I don't think I've eaten that much olive oil, Issa. All I know is that really fresh olive oil, like super, super fresh, like first press stuff, extra virgin stuff actually has a little bit of like a spiciness to it. It's got this like little bit of a kick that pokes you, almost like pinpricks you in the back of your throat, and that's how you know it's like super fresh and super virgin. Is that it fights back. It attacks you in the back of your throat. A lot of olive oil that you buy from supermarkets nowadays will have like flavoring agents that make it kind of taste like olive oil, but the actual oil itself doesn't actually have a lot of olive oil components, nor does it taste very much like olives. You use grapeseed oil. I use avocado oil and peanut oil. Those are my go-to oils. Kinky olive oil? I love that. Where do I get some of that? I don't like cold pressed olive oil. I prefer mating pressed olive oil. Big milk industry. Who's out there fucking these olives? Oh, okay, you know what? Hey, that olive Pokemon from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet would. I'm pretty sure I smashed it when I did the smash and pass. It's so cool. It's so cool looking. It's just like it's vaguely woman shaped. You know? Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember that one? It's the olive woman Pokemon. I can't remember what it's called. Super Virgin. Sounds like a superhero for hikikomoris. It's the wizard of all time. Oh, sunflower oil. Interesting. I think I used to use sunflower oil as well. Or my family did. Do I want to try peanut oil? Peanut oil has a distinct peanut taste to it, but I really like it. And so like, if you don't mind the peanut flavor, then you should try it. It's a nice oil. It's got like a higher smoking point than canola oil as well. Does this olive oil topic have a point like the next song cover of Gordon Ramsay's new hit? He has a new hit single? What the hell? I should go and subscribe to him on Spotify. It does not really have a point. We were talking about olive oil coffee earlier, Lime Square. Some Starbucks locations have rolled out olive oil coffee, and it's making people shit their brains out. I think Popeyes and... Oh, do they? I didn't know that. I haven't had KFC in years now, but I do really enjoy Popeyes. Or I'm sorry, not Popeyes, Pope Yes. I do really enjoy Pope Yes. Ah, yes, thank you, G-Man. G-Man, you're cycling through all the models today. Thank you so much for all the model redeems. Thanks for letting everyone hang out with every single you. Thank you. You have a lot of points saved up, G-Man. Pope Yes, yeah, it's Pope Yes. Do you guys like Pope Yes? I love Pope Yes sandwiches. Never ever call Popeyes. Don't give them the satisfaction of having their name pronounced right. It's Pope Yes. I love Pope Yes sandwiches. I love Pope Yes chicken. There's a place I used to go to that had olive oil ice cream. That sounds delightful, actually, Homecross. I would eat that. I had that olive oil coffee. If anything, it made my ability to shit worse. What? What happened, Lime Square? What happened to your bowels? Nani the heck happened? Let me take a sip.
Let's take a little sip.
All right, let me see what my next song is. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Let me load this up while I'm chatting with you guys. Free Shavakadoos. Free Shavakadoo. Free Shavakadoo. You missed the funny part of the comment? What? What's the funny? What the whole comment was funny, Lime Square? You're a funny whole person. Olive oil debuff. That's just like allergies. It's a Starbucks plot. You buy the olive oil coffee, and then when you go on your way and suddenly need a toilet, you run into the next Starbucks where you have to pay again to use it. What? Starbucks employees don't let you use their bathroom unless you are a paying customer? That's insane. I didn't know that. Skill issue, yeah. Are you saying it's like your skill issue? Your bowels are having skill issues? Or are you saying that other people have bowel-related skill issues?
Free Shavakadoo.
I think it was just this last Tuesday when we rewatched Why You Always Lying? Why You Always Lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. We just rewatched that on Tuesday, and so I'm very much in the mood to look back on Vines. God, I miss Vines. Bowel training arc? Oh man, you know what's a great way to have your bowel training arc? Get really drunk and then eat Samyang noodles at 3 a.m. I've never had such a terrible morning in my life. I was like, mistakes were made! Oh! Does anyone remember the potato chips with Olestra that gave everyone... What's Olestra, Dorian? What the heck is Olestra? Oh, my keyboard is set to Japanese. Olestra chips. Olestra is a fat substitute that adds no calories to products. It has been used in the preparation of otherwise high-fat foods. Huh. What is its point? What is the point of Olestra? Yeah, I remember the gummy ones for sure, Big Milk Industry. The sugar replacement and sugar-free gummy bears will also make you shit your brains out. That one's super famous. What, It was discovered accidentally by Procter & Gamble. Amazing. What does it do? What purpose does it serve in the preparation of food? Strange. One time my aunt made my fam a pumpkin bread, which she does every year during the holiday season, and something about it is wrong, and the stuff coming out of me was horrific. I thought I needed to go to a doctor. Oh no! What happened to that pumpkin bread? What devil possessed that pumpkin bread? Maltitol, yes. Its point was oh, I see. It's supposed to be a fat-free thing. Okay, that sounds vaguely like familiar because of the sugar-free thing. It seems that fat-free and sugar-free things are simply meant to really cleanse your bowels. All right. I have my next song. I added my next song last minute because I don't know if you guys have seen, but Japanese Animate recently, by recently I mean 2 days ago, announced that they're gonna have a pop-up shop for Yu Yu Hakusho merch, and I was feeling intense amounts of FOMO because I grew up watching so much Yu Yu Hakusho. And I was like, shit, why are they running it right now when I'm not there?
Why can't I be there? Oh.
Thank you so much for the resub too. Welcome back, Doc, for 22 months. Thank you. For almost 2 years, I've been trapped in this host club, and it has been fantastic. Thank you so much, Doc. Welcome back for 22 months. Man, time flies, Doc. I can't believe it's been 22 months. And Ion as well. Welcome back for 19 months. Happy birthday, Youko. You're one of my favorite streamers. Also, you have an amazing voice. Thank you, Ion. It's not my birthday, but I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Kurama, my love. I know. Did you guys see that? Wait, did you guys see the picture? Wait, hold on. Do I have to show you guys the picture? Hold on. Hold on. Animate Yu Yu Hakusho. Pop up. Anime to. Oh yeah, I sent it to GUMI. I can just go look at my chat logs with GUMI. Yeah, there it is. All right, I'll show you guys. Eugene Myoshi. I fucking love Vincent. There we go. All right, I'll show you guys the pop-up cafe stuff. There you go. Look, look. I'm here clenching my asshole. Like, I want to be there. Look at how good they look. Look. Hiei is such a short king, man. I love Hiei. Hiei was like one of my favorite characters. Kurama was like gender envy, and Hiei was like my fave in this show. Man, what a short king. I love him. Look at their traditional Chinese garbs. They're so cool. Yeah, they did both the Kuramas, because the two Kuramas apparently feed like two very, very different audiences. And so they decided to maximize their profits by making Kurama and Kurama 2 an electric boogaloo. But your friend would love this? Me too. I would love this. I mean, I do love this. Kuwabara is the older brother I always wanted. Isn't he so cool? He's so awesome. His sister is so hot too. Everyone had hot sisters in this game. Hiei, Kuwabara. Everyone's had a hot sister in this game. What the hell's up with... not game, sorry. This anime. Everyone had a hot sister. And look at all the merch. Oh, the clear file. I want the clear file. Ooh, ooh, ooh. FOMO noises. Gurgling FOMO noises. Kuwabara's a real man. He's a real homie. He's a real one. What is Yu Yu Hakusho about? Grease Lightning was an excellent shonen show about this guy who saves a kid from getting hit by a car, and then he dies in the first episode. And then that's all I'm going to tell you. Oh shit. I deleted something and I don't know what I deleted. What did I delete? Well, I hope it's nothing... I needed. What did I delete? I deleted an OBS source and I don't know what it is. That's okay. It'll come back to bite me in the ass later. I have fond memories of me and some classmates huddled around the desk on Valentine's Day watching the Demon Tournament arc. Oh, I love the Demon Tournament arc. Man, it kept me on the edge of my seat, and I was a kid too. I had to wait like every week to watch it. Mekamo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the host club. I hope you enjoy your stay. You have hundreds of Yu Yu Hakusho doujins? Oh my god, I was like not old enough to look up I was so young in my I was so young when I watched Yu Yu Hakusho that I it never even crossed my mind to look up sussy content of Yu Yu Hakusho. That's how young I was. I think there's some IPs that exist in a part of my childhood where I was just way too young to have even thought about it. Genkai's so cool. I love Genkai. Genkai's so cool. Hi Rennie, welcome. I deleted a source in OBS and I don't know what it is, and I hope it doesn't break my stream. That's okay. That's okay. I was 12 and Yusuke taught me to swear. Oh my god, bad influence Yusuke. That's so on brand for him. That's so on brand. All right. Everything plushies, yaoi, wall scrolls, figures, keychains. It was a sickness I never recovered from, and you don't need to, Dorian. Yu Yu Hakusho is good taste. That's good taste. Anyway, okay. I'm sorry. I've chatted for too long. Anyway, the point I wanted to make was that I added this song last minute into my set list because I got so much FOMO from watching anime do their pop-up store.
Oh, I want to be there.
I want to be there. Okay. 街の人混み方がぶつかって一人ぼっち果てない草原風がビュンと一人ぼっちどっちだろう泣きたくなる場所は二つ丸をつけてちょっぴり大人さめちゃめちゃ苦しい壁だって不意になぜかぶち壊す勇気とパワー湧いてくるのはめちゃめちゃ厳しい人たちが不意に見せた優しさのせいだったりするんだろうねありがとうございます今までなんかよろしくと元気に叫んだだろう今まで何回さよならと泣いて別れただろうどっちだろう比べて多い数は中にイコール書いてちょっぴり大人さめちゃめちゃ悲しい時だって不意になぜか乗り越える勇気とパワー湧いてくるのはめちゃめちゃ優しい人たちが不意に見せた厳しさのせいだったりするんだろうねありがとうございます I miss this song so much Oh, I miss you actually so much Ohめちゃめちゃ苦しい壁だって不意になぜかぶち壊す勇気とパワー湧いてくるのはめちゃめちゃ厳しい人たちが不意に見せた優しさのせいだったりするんだろうねめちゃめちゃ楽しい時だって忘れないよいつまでも勇気とパワーなくさないよめちゃめちゃ一人ぼっちの人にあげる唇の裏側に隠してある微笑みの爆弾 Thanks for indulging me, man. I miss that song so much. I miss this song so much. I miss Yu Yu Hakusho so much. Oh man, I'm getting to that age, y'all. I'm getting to that age where I'm like so nostalgic over things that I watched as a child that I'm like, oh, I want it. I'm who they're pandering to now. Anime, they were pandering to the nostalgia chasers, and that's me.
That's me. I'm crying, shooting, peeing, my bile and my liver is gurgling.
Lucy, no, get some dinner in you. Get some bistec in you. I am expressing liquids from all orifices.
Every single hole. Oh, I can't possibly stop all of these liquids.
I'm glad you guys feel the same way though. I see a lot of people going like, oh, so nostalgic, and I'm like, that's good. I'm glad. Sometimes, especially because I grew up in a different culture and I like moved here when I was 6, sometimes it feels like really disconnected, and it feels like my childhood feels like it almost like didn't exist, because for the first few years, not the first, like for up until when I moved from when I moved here up until like maybe like past high school, like I was able to share my high school or my childhood with nobody. So it kind of feels like it doesn't exist. It's like my own little piece of history that I had to keep alive in myself. And so it's really nice like getting on the internet after I've become an adult and then meeting people who like did grow up with these shows. They watch Yu Yu Hakusho, Wedding Peach, Labune Night, and all these like shows, Slayers, Dirty Pair, all these shows that I grew up with, and they're like, they can validate my memories. They'd be like, yeah, those shows were cool. And I'm like, yeah, they were. Wah. I wasn't gaslit into thinking they exist. They keep trashing Yu Yu Hakusho for being inferior to its younger brother Hunter x Hunter, but YH will forever hold a special place in my heart. I agree. I was actually going to look for a Hunter song to sing as well for this set list, but I couldn't find like a nice enough instrumental. I love them both. I just pulled out all my DVDs I collected when Funimation released every 6 weeks. I have the entire series. Oh my goodness, Dorian. Do you have like a picture of your collection? I would love to see. I could feel my heart rate spike. Man, Dorian, it'd be so cool if you can get some of this collab merch that they're doing in Animate this year. I feel like you can probably, if you're like not too opposed to paying a little bit of proxy fees, I feel like you could probably get them pretty easily. They look so good. They look so cool in those like traditional Chinese garbs. I was super impressed. Wedding Peach? Yeah, Thermo. Thermo, do you know Wedding Peach?
Do you know about Wedding Peach?
I watched so much Wedding Peach when I was a kid. Everyone was into Sailor Moon, but I was like,
I'm into Wedding Peach.
And so I didn't have a lot of friends. The magic of the internet, I know. I'm nostalgic for whatever anime was on broadcast TV in the 90s to 1000, sorry, to the 2000s. Where did you live at the time, Tetsunori? I'm glad you can enjoy your Yu Yu Hakusho while we here in PH enjoy Ghost Fighter. Yo, Lucy, you guys shared that with me. You guys shared me. What is his name again? Eugene and Vincent? Dennis? Kurama's Dennis, right? If I remember correctly. Vincent is Hiei. What's Kuwabara again? Eugene is Yusuke, right? What's Kuwabara's name again? Wedding Peach. Dorky, do you know about Wedding?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I'm so happy. I'm so glad you guys know these things that I like used to watch. It really like honestly moving here felt so isolating because it just felt like my childhood just didn't exist anymore. But it's nice. It's nice growing up and knowing other people like grew up with the same shows. The 1000s. Yeah, sorry, Contra. I misread. Alfred. Yeah, that's right. Alfred. Kuwabara Alfred, my beloved. Yeah, Dorky. Who was your favorite Wedding Peach? I actually can't decide now that I can't remember who I liked when I was a kid, but I love that show so much. Back when anime was not that widespread, it's always a miracle to meet someone who's into it. Yeah, I would imagine that's kind of the experience in North America, is that like before the explosion of the internet, a lot of the times people into more niche hobbies like this would kind of have to find each other in like more niche communities and more like niche methods. I lived on the East Coast, so all I had access to was Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Cardcaptor Sakura! Yeah! Card captors, na 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 na, card captors, na of all time. I don't remember this. I don't remember the lyrics. That song slapped though. That song bangs. I always had the impression Maho sort of had their gender roles attached to them until I was proven wrong, so I never got into Maho until a year ago. You know, Grease Lightning, I think it's like I don't think you're wrong in that assumption. I think that like, especially a lot of like Mahos that are geared towards a younger audience can be like that. But very recently, in a kind of a surprising but also a very like pleasantly surprising move. Pretty Cure decided to debut their first male presenting Pretty Cure, which was really exciting. I think it's just like kids of all ages and of all identities can and should enjoy Pretty Cure, and I was like super proud of it, super proud of them. Your Wing, yeah. It's funny because they dubbed it and they called Kurama Dennis because Denise. They called him Denise. Oh my god. Thermo, they also got bamboozled. They got bamboozled. Also, Yugid, have a good time with your friends. Take care. Thanks so much for saying hi, Yugid. Have a good time with your friends. Niche methods such as exposing myself with my middle school sketchbook. Oh my gosh. Beef and Jory, you did like the weeb dog whistle where you drew anime in your notebook. So if people saw it, they'd be like, hey, do you like anime? Do you like anime? Oh, Angel Lily's really cool, Dorky. I love Angel Lily. I firmly believe that like the North American cartoon Totally Spies took a lot of like influence from the trio dynamic of Wedding Peach, because when I watched Totally Spies as a slightly older child, I was like,
They just copied their dynamic. You've got the sporty one, you've got the long-haired, very femme one, and you've got the goofy main one. They copied.
The Secrets of the Cloud. Oh, this is yeah. The Secrets of the Cloud were all a mystery until this mighty book was opened. The powers were set free. The lyrics for that song was so good. Like they did not have to go that hard, but they did. I had fair access to anime as a kid because I'm the youngest sibling, and my older brother let me watch anime instead of watching me. So cute, Rennie. Also, hello, model. Welcome. Saint Seiya was so good. I love the Saint Seiya song too. And I ran. I don't remember the actual opening anymore, but I used to be able to sing it. Yeah, Kurama and Kurapika, the two genders. The two genders. 飼ってる多分飼ってるだと思います。多分ね。They would go up to me and say, I can't tell if they're guys or girls, and I think that was gender. That was the gender of the time. They also casted a male voice actor for Master Genkai because they didn't know she was an old lady until the tournament with Tokuro. You know what? They really kept that one like really under wraps. But dish under wraps. They kept that one under wraps pretty good, I would say. Like I was pretty bamboozled, but I was a child, so. I would also like to point out that full team male Pretty Cure show is in the works. Oh, no way! I didn't know that. That's so. You know what? Back when I was younger and I watched Pretty Cure, the only person that I had to like relate to was Cure Sunshine. Cure Sunshine was my favorite, and now they have like so many more options. I mean, like I feel like I'm well out of the age range to appreciate and watch Pretty Cure at this point in my life. But it's still like nice to know that like I feel like kids that are watching Pretty Cure right now, who were like at my age back then, would have so many more Pretty Cures to relate to and to like, you know. I only had Cure Sunshine, and I still love Cure Sunshine, but it's just nice to have more choices. Because of my school schedule, I got home early enough to watch any of these shows one day a week, so I could only watch every 5th episode. That's really cute. That's not you. You're just watching every 5th episode and just trying to fill in the blanks between them on your own. Just like, 5 episodes is a long time though. Jeez. Heartcatch Pretty Cure is pretty good. Yeah, Heartcatch is good. I love Cure Sunshine. I love Cure Sunshine. So is Cure Sunshine and Cure Moonlight are some of my favorite Pretty Cures. There's a magical boy show called Boebu! そうそう、地球Boebuなんでしょ。I watched Boebu. The makers of Boebu are the ones who made Fairy Ranmaru, actually, God True. And also, well, Issa's in this conversation. Issa knows about Fairy Ranmaru. But the makers of Boebu made Fairy Ranmaru. So if you have watched one of them and not the other one, highly recommend the other one. If you crave more of that content. Cure Sunshine and Moonlight have incredible gender about them. They do, don't they? I love the art style. Cure Moonlight with like her like killer hair as well, her like bang that like turns into a sharp knife edge. I had to do that for a few shows. I could see the beginning, but would miss how it ended because I had to go to school. Oh no. The struggles of being children who grew up in the age where like cable TV was a thing, and like I remember like your parents would always set up like the VHS to record shows, but they would never do it for anime. You know, they would do it for like HBO movies or like AXN movies and stuff, but they would never do it for me for anime. And so I just had to like tough it out. I just had to miss those episodes. Boy Boo was pretty good. Yeah, Boy Boo was great. Boy Boo and Fairy Ranmaru are from the same team. So if you like one, you might like the other. Let me update my thing. Poemi no Bakutan. I remember all my childhood anime, and I'm pretty sure they were low-key advertisement to sell their toys. Beyblade, Crush Gear Turbo, Super Yo-Yo, Bakusho Kyōdai, Let's Go. Oh my goodness. I loved Beyblade so much. I had like a full-on phase with Beyblade. I love Beyblade. I had like Beyblade OCs. I was like old enough to create OCs, but when I got into Beyblade. Aster says stuff. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the host club. Hope you enjoy your stay. We're doing a karaoke stream right now. I'm singing a bunch of anime songs that I grew up listening to, and you're very welcome to join us if you'd like. We're getting really passionate about this topic as well, because I sang the opening to Yu Yu Hakusho, and it turns out kittens of a feather flock together, because it turns out I have a bunch of people in my chat who really loved Yu Yu Hakusho at the time too. They still do the toy selling? Yeah, they still do. Beyblade has come out with so many seasons now. I kind of like, every now and then I'll go and look up the newer seasons and see how they're doing and where they are, because like that show kind of still has a special place in my heart. Oh, the Shaman King! Shaman King was so good, Fiona! I love Shaman King. You know, I'm about to pull up another song, but I didn't really realize it until later on in my life how much Hayashibara Megumi, her singing had such a big effect on me. Like I had CDs full of all her songs because so many of the anime that I watched just had her in their credits, like Slayers and Shaman King, and I just listened to her voice so much while I was growing up that I feel like I adopted a lot of like her singing techniques, just by virtue of how much I listened to her. But yeah, the Shaman King opening, another banger. Maybe we should add that to the. Can I sneak that on the set list? Can I a little sneak? And one tape I was allowed to use. Oh my goodness. It's nice that they allowed you to have one tape, but also you have to be really smart with that tape. Beyblade's still on? I believe so. Yeah, I think there's new Beyblades. Yeah. Shaman King. What was that? Yomikaere pa para pa para pa 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 pa. Oh, Oversoul. That's what it's called. Oversoul. Sorry, I like forgot the title of the song. Karaoke. Okay. Let's add Oversoul to our set list just because I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. Hayashibara Sensei is the 90s. I know. She was so casted in every single thing in the 90s that it's insane. It's insane. Dan catching a spinning Beyblade still lives in my head rent-free. I forgot to say I went to Japanese festival. Today it was fun even though we didn't stay long. Oh, that's so nice, Blazikins. What did you guys do? What kind of festival was it? That sounds really nice. The weather's getting nice in my part of town right now as well. I bet it'd be a really nice time to attend festivals. Deadass Noble, welcome back for a whole year. Thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back. Thank you. How have you been? Thank you for the 1 year resub. I appreciate it. 4 kids songs? Yeah, yo, dreamin'. Don't give it up, Luffy. Dreamin'. Don't give it up. Zolo, dreamin', don't give it up. Nami, dreamin', don't give it up. I know another one. Wait, I know another one. Team up, are you up for it? Put your hand in mine, it's a perfect fit. Team up. Something, na na na. Cause it's hard to save the world. It's hard to save the world when you're falling in love. La 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 la. Having some curry, yummy. What's in your curry? Dragon, rock the dragon, Dragon Ball Z. It was celebrating the Japanese community in my home state while also acknowledging some of the awful things that happened to the Japanese community during World War II. That's so cool, Blazikins. That's such a wonderful little festival to have. We have something very similar in my town as well. That's so nice. I hope you enjoyed the festivities. Did you see the last episode of 4Kids One Piece? I did not. What happened in it? Also, hello, Ewan. Welcome. Saving the world ain't the only thing that's hard. Life is also hard.
Oh, little guy. I took a bite
Of the Jello fruit? The Jello fruit. I love it. Pork, chicken, shrimp, and oh my goodness, Deadass Noble, your curry is loaded. Your curry sounds so good. Oh, I want a bite. My curry's always like got like one protein. I gotta step it up, dude. Shaman King dub OP? Wait, how did it go? How did the Shaman King dub OP go? Oh shit, oh man, I used to be able to sing it when I was a kid. Oh, you know what? I know the Digimon though. I know the Digimon one. Look to the past as we head for the future to reclaim the digital world. With faith in ourselves and trust in each other, we live by the lessons we learned as we look towards one solution. Towards spirit evolution. Hiya, hoa, hoa. It's my favorite part, the chanting, the tribal chanting. Yeah, Frontiers. Yeah, wait, how did the Shaman King one go? Shaman King dub opening. I used to be able to sing the whole thing as a kid. I can't believe I've forgotten it. They added One Piece on a cliffhanger of rocks falling into the ship, and then the show got canceled. Oh my god, that's dreadful, Grease Lightning. That's terrible. I hope the kids are okay with that. I never watched DBZ. My brother did. When he was recovering from studying for medical school, he said he needed to watch something dumb. I hope it brought him some respite from all of his psych damage from med school. I learned that my home city used to have a little Japantown, but it got mostly torn down to build a convention center. All that's left is a Buddhist temple and 3 other buildings. Jokes on the city, the convention center is absolute garbage, and the city missed out on the boom in popularity of Japanese and Asian culture. Aww. That's really nice that they're still like educating the people coming after about all the things that have been done, and also honoring the fact that they did that. Not honoring, but I guess paying tribute to all the people that they took advantage of. Big O, I love Big O, Anda. I've been thinking of resubbing to High Dive just so I can rewatch Big O. Also, yeah, the Cell Saga was kind of scary. Man. Oh, look around you, look beyond. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember this one. I remember this song. So many things I never could see, so many choices falling on me. Could it be my destiny to be shaman king, to be shaman king? If your spirit is strong, you could be the one. Yeah! Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about this song. Wow! Oh, I miss this song. I used to sing this with my friends when we went out to play. His parents would take us fishing, and obviously as children we would have no interest in fishing, so we would just be singing anime openings. A lot of work went into those dub theme songs, for sure, Quincy. I kind of miss that. I really miss that. I'm kind of sad that that's not really something that's done as a standard in dubbing anymore. That's what they did with the GX dub. They did the second last episode in the 3rd of 4 seasons and made it look like the protag died. The dub did that? You can't just lie to your audience like that. People have the internet. They can look up what actually happened. Kids are smart nowadays. Oh my god, that's terrible. GX got done dirty. That sucks. Shaman King was the one 4Kids sub I sadly never got to watch. I watched a little bit of it. It honestly didn't stick in my memory that much, but I had already watched Shaman King by then, so I was just kind of rewatching in English. They skipped the gay vibes. How dare they? Homosexual erasure. No. Jaden died. No. Not Jaden. Jaden Yuki is a high school dropout and he's dead apparently, Grease Lightning. There's a movie where Jaden turns up later and there's no explanation.
He's fine now, you guys. It's fine. It's okay.
It's kind of like the second season of Black Butler. They did that in the second season of Black Butler too. They were like, well, I guess you guys are stuck in purgatory for an eternity. You'll never be able to eat a soul, and he's immortal now. And then they like waited a couple years, and then they were like, that never happened. We're gonna continue with the manga arcs. I don't want to name anyone, but all I can say, his name rhymes with Schmeed and Schmooky. The dub did have his like some very good moments though. He's alive, fighting dragons in Venice. Yeah. Is that what you say to your kids when dad's gone for an extended periods of time? Oh, your dad didn't go buy milk. He's cooler than that. He's alive. He's just fighting dragons in Venice. Festival was also selling yukata, but I got too self-conscious to try one. Aww, Blazikins. Next time, I think you should go for it. It's really nice getting it fitted by somebody who knows their stuff, because the first time you wear it, you're definitely probably gonna wear it wrong. And so it'd be really nice to have a little bit of guidance. Next time, that's okay. You'll still get another chance. I do hope you get to try one on next time. They're very, very comfy. Black Butler went off the rails in season 2, but to be honest, both Aloha deserved a better fuck. Yeah, I did like Aloha. Also, I like to pronounce his name like Aloha, because French. I adore the Shaman King manga, but I've only seen 2 episodes of the anime from a DVD that came with the Shaman King card game, 2-player starter deck that I got at the flea market. Magic Boy, that's such a good find. That's so cute. My dad is in a submarine fighting giant squids in space.
Yeah. What's your dad doing? Picking up milk? Picking up cigarettes? Lame.
I haven't heard of any dragons in Venice. Well, he's doing...
Yeah. Well, he's doing a good job then.
That's so funny, Sim. Can we mention one of the coolest anime characters ever? Walter from Hellsing. Oh man, Hellsing is another man. I haven't watched Hellsing in a hot second. Back when I was in high school, one of my friends loved drawing Hellsing fan art. I got to see so much Hellsing fan art. I feel like my favorite anime hair in the history of anime hair has to be Yusei from 5Ds. Oh, Yusei's hair. Yeah, Yusei's hair's there's a lot going on there. Yukio hair, I think in general, is always like really impressive. Very, very over-designed hair, but in a good way. Positive. Let's pull up my next song. I don't know if... Okay, I think I've run out of... I've run out of luck here. I don't know if anybody grew up watching Slayers, but I grew up watching so much Slayers. So we're gonna indulge my my childhood a little bit and sing a little bit of
Slayers.
Also, hello Anju, welcome. And Zim as well, welcome in. Yeah, we're starting a little bit earlier than usual. Not too early, but welcome in. I feel like I need to watch Hellsing sometimes because Alucard gives me super unhinged dad vibes. Yeah, father. Oh, hello Raiders, welcome here for the jams. Hello Raiders, welcome. How are you doing? Elvira, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? What were you up to today? Oh, you were doing the honk. How was the honk? I've seen a lot of people play it recently. I don't know anything about it, but the only thing that I have been able to glean from my timeline and everyone talking about it is that literally everyone on this earth, your mother, your father, your grandfather, your cousin, everyone's mother and their mother would like to fuck Kafka. I've heard Kafka is a sex symbol. One of my friend tweeted, I have no idea who she is. I heard her name is Kafka, and I need to eat her pussy clean off the bone. And I was like, all right, that gives me a really good first impression. How is Honkai? How is Honk? How is it so far? Is it fun? Also, hello, JT Embarrass. Is that how I pronounce your name? Welcome in. Hello, Raiders. Nice to meet you. My name is Hiiragi. I'm a host VTuber. We're doing karaoke today. I was just about to start another song, actually. Everyone's lusting after Kafka. Yeah. We've been honking for the waifus and the husbandos. I'm assuming Honkai also operates off the same system. It is also a gacha MMO game, kind of. Is that how it works? I thought you were going to say everyone has been playing the Kafka comment. Caught me off guard. That bonk was well deserved. Thank you, Ion. Thank you. JT? Okay, JT or Tabaris? Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Welcome in. Kafka's fun. Can't wait for Shizuka to voice more lines for her in the story. Ooh. Gacha turn-based RPG. I see. I hope you had fun with Honkai. And JT, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the host club. I hope you enjoy your stay. We're gonna start another song, but feel free to relax with us if you'd like to hang out. Our karaoke theme of the day is anime songs that I grew up listening to. So a lot of these are gonna be like oldies, and I'm an old person, and so if you don't understand the references or haven't heard any of these songs, then don't even worry about it. It just means that you are young and spry. I am old and full of back pain, but we're gonna sing some songs that I grew up listening to. Honkai's been so funny with all its dialogue. Does it have good writing, Twirl? I kind of wanted to get into it. Maybe I wanted to maybe stream it for a session or two just to see what it's about. But yes, let's start our next song. It's going to be a Slayer song. I ruined it for you guys already. It's gonna be a Slayer song. Old songs, yeah. All right. 目まぐるしい時間の群れが走り抜ける街はサバンナ変わるシュールなニュース明日になれば誰も忘れてる生きている今生きているそんな中で何かを求めもがくように抜け出すようにこの力を試してみたくてきっとどこかに答えある生まれてきた答えが人は皆それを求めやるせない逃せない夢に向かうの傷つくことは怖くないだけど決して強くないただ何もしないままで悔やんだりはしたくない Here we go計り知れない大きな闇が音を立てて向かってきても朝が来れば誰かがいれば心にある絶望は消せるもっと強くイメージして微笑んでる自分を信じてる想いそれが何よりも誰よりも夢に近づくゴールにもたれたりしないたとえたどり着いたって新しい夢がきっと私の きっとどこかに答えある生まれてきた答えが人は皆それを求めやるせない逃せない夢に向かうの傷つくことは怖くないだけど決して強くないただ何もしないままで悔やんだりは儚くない Here we go go 走り続ける誰にも止められはしない未来の自分へと Give a reason for life 届けたいI miss layers. I also miss layers. It's gonna be me for the whole stream. Is I'll sing something. I'll be like, I miss this show. Lena Inverse is so cool. Lena was the coolest. Lena was the queen of all time. Thank you so much again for the raid from earlier too, Alvera. Just in case you're still here, make sure you go and get some water and some rest after your stream. Thank you again for the raid. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I wanted to do something. I wanted to add this, but I didn't want to be in front, so I'm gonna add it in the back, and it's gonna look a little funny, but that's okay. You guys are all gonna be standing behind me. Here you go. Here you go. And I think it was 6. There you go. There we go. Maybe I should lower it so I don't cover up chat. There we go. Naga Ojo laugh icon. I know. Also, she's so hot.
How do I say this? How do I say this in a respectful way?
Naga is so hot. Naga is a sex icon. I think the first time I heard about Slayers was being told that Lena from Dota is almost exactly copied from Lena in Inverse with just enough changes to not be a copyright issue. Is that true? I didn't know that. I don't know very much about Dota at all, though. Is that true? Oh my goodness! Oh! Deadass Noble, thank you so much for the... Oh my gosh, for the 10 gifted? Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Deadass Noble.
The Dragon Slave!
You dragged me right in my slave until I slayers. Deadass Noble, thank you so much for the gifted. If you got a gift sub from Deadass Noble, make sure you enjoy your emotes, enjoy your sub badge. And make sure you thank Deadass Noble as well. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Please enjoy your emotes, enjoy your sub badge, everyone. There is a Lena Inverse in Dota? Oh my goodness. They stole a woman? They stole the whole woman? She's called Lena the Slayer. Oh my goodness. Dragon Slave, Light Strike, Array, Fiery Soul, and Laguna Blade. Oh my god. They stole the whole woman. They stole the woman. The only thing I know about her is her ultimate move, Laguna Blade. Yeah. Man. She's so cool. When I was a kid, I really shipped Amelia and Rock Dude. Man, I can't remember his name. And I recently found a fan artist that draws exclusively fan art of that pair, and they update quite often as well. And I was like, oh my god, my whole childhood. They have my whole childhood on their back. But thank you again for the gifted. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let me update the list as well. A reason. Hayashibara Megumi. Wizbright, welcome back for 15 months. Thank you. Welcome back to the host club for your 15th month. Thank you. How have you been? When something is niche and you find a source of good stuff for yourself. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of rare, but when you do, it feels so good. I'm so glad that they exist. I'm so glad that they still post their fan art online too, for everyone else to enjoy. It sometimes feels like especially for older media, it sometimes feels like you might be like the only person in a vacuum who appreciates these things. So the internet really like brought me a lot of hope as a youth, going like, oh, like the things that I grew up with, other people grew up with as well. It's the least I can do. Hearing Slayers really lifted my mood. Something fierce was kind of my downs and brightened me up. Aw, Deadass Noble. I'm so glad. I'm really happy to hear that. I feel like a broken record at this point, but just like these things are so close to my heart. Like a lot of these songs that I'm singing, these IPs I got into as a child at such a young age that like my enjoyment for them was so pure. And I know I notoriously look at like a lot of sussy content, but it's never crossed my mind to ever look at content like that for these IPs because they exist in such a pure part of my childhood and they mean so much to me. These songs, I have like a Slayers CD, like a pack of I think 2 or 3 CDs of all the songs that appeared in the series, and I brought them with me when I moved to Canada, and I was about 7 years old, and it was the only thing that I listened to because it was the only thing that reminded me of home was my Slayers CD. I was kind of plopped into Canada with like no friends and just by myself and with just one parent as well, and so it was a tough time in my life, and a lot of like my holding on to memories of these shows that I grew up with, like they really helped me get through that time in my life. Been alive and hanging out just listening to you all. Thank you, it was bright. I appreciate that. I thought it was late and you sang a lot of songs. Oh no, not at all. Akina, hello, welcome in first of all, and also welcome back as well, Zim. We've only gotten through 3 songs so far. You know me, you know I love to chat. Nostalgia karaoke stream, yes, that's right, Kenji. Sadly, I didn't discover Slayers until 2007. So much of my life wasted without Lena in it. That's such a funny way to put it, Limestone.
I can't believe I didn't discover Lena Inverse until 2007. Much too late.
Fucking same. I remember listening to Slayers CD on a CD player through Prime. Me too. Are we the same person? Deadass Noble, are you me? Am I you? That's insane. I did the exact same thing. I used to my CD player used to be on the ground right beside the television, and we had carpeted floors, and so I would come back home from school in the afternoon and lay down on the carpet, put on my Slayer CDs, and look through the lyrics book as well, and try to sing them. And those were the days. Those were the days. Not an anime, but Code Lyoko's OP brings me so much nostalgic joy. Code Lyoko! I think Code Lyoko is a Canadian production, right? Thicky Coconut? That's such a good name. Thicky Coconut, welcome to the host club. Staying thick, I hope so. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to the host club. Hope you enjoy your stay. I have a few of the Slayers books, but I haven't gotten around to reading them. They are like the manga? With the manga or different kinds of books? Welcome home from work, Anju. How are you? How was work today? I hope you didn't work too hard. I had a portable little CD player with a headset that I always get confiscated, but I'd steal it back because I was a devious little creature.
Let me have my anime tunes.
Let me have them. Me and my sister both went to the kitchen to make dinner at the same time, and in my cool, charismatic luck, I convinced her to make a frozen pizza to share so I don't have to cook. Damn, Zim. Riz dialed up to 11. Well, enjoy your pizza then. Work makes my brain rot? Same. We have so many things in common. Oh, the original light novels. Oh my goodness, you have those? That's so cool. Oh, Code Lyoko is from France. Oh, I was wrong. It's from France. France. I didn't watch a lot of Code Lyoko, but it was on TV when I was a kid, and I did watch like snippets of it. So I remember the art style and I remember some of the characters. I can't remember what this plot was though. While we're chatting, let me just pull up my next song. I have good news for I have good news for Deadass Noble because I actually queued up 2 Slayers songs because Slayers took up such a big part of my childhood that I was like, I can't not add one more Slayer song in here. So we have another Slayer song coming up. Sorry everyone. But Slayers was such a huge part of my childhood.
Croissant? Croissant. Today I wanted to eat a croissant.
Here we are going far. To save all that we love if we give all... Oh, are these the lyrics? Are these the lyrics to the opening? Trying to remember like what other. Oh, I've sang this one for you guys a lot of times before already, so you know I know this song. But I don't know why, but I've never, I promise you guys, I have never watched a full episode of dubbed Hamtaro, but for some reason I remember the ending theme really well.
Let's make a wish, make it come true. Sing along with us is all you do. Come on and do your very best. Get 100 on your test. All of your dreams will come true. Come on and sing this secret song. It's just for you. Think of all the love we'll bring. Hamtaro will know just what to do. Sing this secret song. Come on and
thank you, Kina, for the gifts up to Thermo. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy your emotes, enjoy your sub badge, Thermo. And also, please say thank you to Kina as well. Thank you, Kina. I appreciate it. Taking any requests? If you suggest something and it kind of falls into this same category as what I'm singing, then I might add it in. I did add Oversoul into my set list earlier. And so if there's like a suggestion that kind of fits in that theme, then I will consider it. I can't promise anything though. Cursed memory? Why, Yugi? Why is it cursed? Your Hamtaro merch? What kind of Hamtaro merch did you have? I love the GBA games. Or not, it was just the Game Boy games actually, I think. I love the Game Boy games. Ultraman 7, Ultraman 7. I don't know it very well. I kind of know it only through the kumikyoku. I missed this emote. You missed the dancing. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Heiwan did such a great job with it. Would FLCL Pillows song count? Oh, FLCL. Na 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 la 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 la. I don't know if I remember that song in its completity. Complete titty. Gundam Wing? Which one? The first opening? I only know the first opening for a Gundam Wing. That would be the only one that I know. And what were you thinking about, Deadass Noble? Tell Me Why by the Pen Pals? Oh, I don't know that one, Dastario. I'm not familiar with that one. Entirety, that's the one. Thank you. Thanks, Thermo. Complete the titty! I have recurring dreams where I am a hamster from the show and a little baby cart being pushed around by the girl who owns all the hamsters. Who had a cartoon You had a cartoon crush on the girl? That's so cute, Yugid. Oh my god. That's so adorable. Wait, that's so cute. Let me see if I can find. I guess one of the other things is I'll have to see if I can find a proper karaoke track for it. But if I can, I will pull up those songs. LCL. I was thinking about Reflection. The ending to Slayer's great. Oh. I don't know if I remember Reflections. Can I listen to it? Can I give it a listen? Hold on. Reflection Slayers. Oh, I have to see if there's a karaoke track for it as well. Hold on, let me check. Reflections. Okay, there is a karaoke track for it. Let me listen to it. Let me see if I remember it. A lot of these kind of live in my memories, so I'm not sure if I'll remember them completely. Have you watched Gundam Seed or Seed? Yes, I did watch both of those actually, Kina. I'm a fan of Seed. I like the music from Seed and Seed Destiny too. Just wild beat communication. Ame ni utare nakara. Out of curiosity, will you be singing any Ranma 1/2 songs? I will not, unfortunately, Rennie. I thought about adding them, but I didn't have time to learn some of them. Some of these songs I think have disappeared from my memory a little bit too completely. That includes the Ranma songs. I used to watch these shows so religiously, but only the songs that I really listened to a lot stayed in my brain. Just communication. Karaoke? Hello, Hamster. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome. I can try just communication, but I don't think I know the whole song. I probably will have to sing like half of it, but I can try it. Let me listen to Reflection for a second. Hold on 1 second. Let me give it a listen. Let me make sure my routing is not to the stream so I don't just blast the song in your ears. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, Deadass Noble, I'm going to... Oh, sorry, that's just communication just started playing on its own. Sorry. Deadass Noble, I'm going to... I might not be able to do Reflection today, but I can relearn it for next time because I remember this song. I didn't listen to it as much as the more familiar songs, but I remember it and I know I can relearn it if I just listen to it for like another day or two. I'll definitely relearn it. I will keep this one in mind. I'll keep this actually in my I have a karaoke document where I put all my my ideas for songs that I want to put on set lists, and so I will put this actually on the list because I love this song. I just don't remember. I just don't think I've relearned it well enough to sing it. Me too, Kina. I have the same opinion about Seed and Seed Destiny. Also, thank you for the redeem, Zim. Thank you. Let me get you a croissant. I mean, sorry, a
Croissant? Croissant?
Here we go. Shell Show, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the host club. I hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you. Oh, don't shrink the me. Okay, there we go.
A croissant?
Oh, right in front of my face. Okay.
A little croissant as a treat?
Where should I put the treat? Just like on my forehead like this?
A little croissant?
Just on my forehead? Just glad you gave it a listen. It's such a great song. It is. I don't remember it as well as the other songs, but like I remember listening to it. And so I know if I just like, you know where I learn my songs? My secret for learning songs for karaoke streams is I listen to them at the gyms. So I know if I just put it on my workout playlist for another like couple hours for another workout or two, I know I'll be able to learn it completely again. Okay. Let's bring up my next song. Thank you again for the redeem, Zim. Thank you. My gosh, we've been here for a long time for someone who's only sang 3 songs. I'm sorry. I do this all the time. You guys should be familiar with this already, but I'm still sorry. I'm still very sorry. I'm sorry my karaoke streams are like 30% singing and 70% not singing. I'll try to stay on task. Task. 立ち向かう先に乾いた風激しく吹き荒れても呪文の一つも唱えたなら私のペースになる誰もが羨むこのパワーと美貌が許さないわどんな相手でもひるまないでマントをなびかせるのあれもしたいこれもしたい女の子に見えたって油断したら自国に気を邪魔はさせないから Follow away 思うままわがままに旅を続けて行きたい辛い日々 ほど Get along, try again 退屈な時は悪いやつらターゲットしてばらしストレスも飛んでお宝まで手にすればやめられないお気楽にちょっと遊ぶたびに満たされた気分だわスリングな日のエッセンスは美味しくなくちゃダメねあれも欲しいこれも欲しい女の子は欲張りよ生きることは綺麗事じゃ通り抜けられないFar away 思うままわがままに旅を続けて行きたい辛い日々も笑顔でピリオドよ Far away いつのも一人じゃない力合わせはるか先に夢に向かい歩き続けてゆく限りないほど Get along, try again Far away 思うままわがままに旅を続けて行きたい辛い日々も笑顔でピリオドよ Far away お靴の魔力抱いて今日を超えて行きたいの夢に向かい歩き続けてゆく Far away いつでも一人じゃない先に夢に向かい歩き続けてゆく限りないほど Get along, try again Those Get Along Also another Slayers song. Man, I grew up with so much Slayers. It is insane how much like Slayers formed, like not formed, but like irreparably affected my brain chemistry as a child. I came in for 5 minutes. Now it's nearly 3 hours. I know, Dorian, and we've only sang 4 songs.
Help! Help!
Also, I'm glad some of you guys recognize this song too. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, Fish. Important message to Rennie. What? Am I supposed to sing this? What is the melody that goes with this? Gonna have a Dak for karaoke. Good idea. Good idea, Magic Boy. Get Dak out here.
Where's Dak? Where's Dak?
Oh, get the. Oh, it's the Dak?
It's the Dak?
Where's a good place for Dak to hang out? Right here, maybe. Oh, actually, maybe right beside Malum. I'm pulling a lot of weight on one shoulder here. It's the 4Kids GX theme? Oh man, I've listened to it. I can't believe I don't remember how it goes. Thank you very much for the redeem, Magic Boy. And also here's a public service announcement from Fiona. This is a public service announcement from Fiona of Storms. Important message to Rennie J. Game on! Get your game on! Come on! You better play your cards right!
Oops. Oh, why did I... Ooh, I became small. I became small.
I need to go and listen to the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX opening again. I used to know it. For those of you who are still young enough to not have this problem, Look forward to getting into your 30s and then just like forgetting things. Like things that you took for granted. Like things that were like, oh, I know this like the back of my hand. Like I used to listen to this song every single day. Of course I remember it. And then you just like, you're apart from it for a little bit and then you kind of like try to think back and you're like, the hell?
I knew this like the back of my hand. I saw this more than I'd go back home to see my parents.
I can't believe I've forgotten it already. And Dorian, of course. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that your day wasn't going so well before. I hope it's going better. I hope you get to rest a little bit at the end of the day as well. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate that. We're all old. Some of you guys are kids. Some of you guys are good kids. Just in the mood to hang out with a bunch of old farts. I know a lot of you guys are actually young and spry children, but you just like hanging out with old people. I do now, and I'm in my mid-20s. Sonny, no, you're not. No, Sonny. One of the things that my grandma used to love is my grandma would always be like,
Oh, wait until you get to my age, and then you'll do things like pour out a glass of milk and then put the glass of milk back in the fridge and then forget about it for the rest of the day.
I'm like, Grandma, I do that now. And she would always laugh so hard. It would like delight her so much to hear that. She'd be like, no, you're too young. You're too young to be doing that. It like made her so happy whenever I said that. You're 25 and you feel old? I felt old when I was 25 too. And then I like actually got old. And then I was like, oh, now I'm old. I heard a Backstreet Boys song on the oldie station that I dried up and blew away. Became dust, just
dust in the wind.
Joke's on you, I have ADHD, I forget things constantly. I do this thing a lot where like I will accidentally switch the lids on two containers despite them not fitting together at all. Like I'll open up my milk container, pour it out, get a little bit of hot chocolate and then put it in my cup and then try to like screw my milk container lid onto the hot chocolate container and I'll be like, what the hell? I was telling Dorian I've been hype all day to drop by and see everyone because there's so much good vibes here no matter how old and crusty we are. That's so cute, Fiona. We do have a good time here, don't we? We do have a good time. I'm glad that it's not just me. That's always my fear, you know? I'm always like, what if I'm the only person having a good time? Do you happen to know the opening theme to Saber Marionettes? Oh my goodness, I don't have the confidence to sing it, Corlith, but I did watch that show, and oh my god, Saber Marionettes, what a good time. I love the art style for that show. I mean, like it's almost the same art style as Slayers, but I love that art style, just the era of that style, that visual style, you know, it's so good. I miss it. We're distinguished weebs, exactly. I agree with that. A distinguished weeb. I'm among peers. Old Yang, let's go. Yeah, let's go, Thermo. You're in good company. Lime was my first crush. Lime is so cute. Yeah, they were all really, really cute. Hello. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you. Let me give me 1 second here. Oh, wait, hold on 1 second here. Oh, OBS, hello, OBS? OBS, respond. Okay, there we go, it's back, sorry. Did I DC? Okay, there we go. Thank you so much for the raid, Janice, welcome. What were you chatting about? What were you guys doing today? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders, nice to meet you, hello. My name is Hiiragi. I'm a host VTuber. We're doing karaoke today. I'm trying to stay on task, but the kittens are very, very entertaining to chat with, and I've been derailed a couple times now. Smooth Avocado 68, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the host club. I was sketching boobies and booty. I missed out. No. I missed out on booties and booby. I love talking about life. I love life chats. Do you know where I can watch Spirited Away? It must be streamable on like Amazon Prime or something. I feel like it must be. That's a great movie. I must admit, my first anime crush was Ryoko from Tenchi Muyo. Tenchi Muyo is also really good, Corlith. I remember one of the movies got me really emotional. But can I? That's actually such a great question. Can I ask everyone who's your first anime crush, or not anime, just like who's your first like 2D crush? Can I pry a little? May I ask? May I know? Will you eat that croissant? You can take a bite out if you want. Here, I'll lean forward. Here, take a bite. Take a bite. Have a bite. But Janice, if you're tired from your stream, make sure you go and get some water and some food. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Or if you want to hang out with us as well, let me know who your 2D crush is. Takato from Digimon Tamers. Takato's so cute. You're so right. You're so right for that. I support you. This is a tall order. Yeah, me too, Thermo. I don't think I can remember. Goku? Vegeta? Oh my goodness. Goku and Vegeta? You guys are gonna have to fight it out. I was an Ayaka guy, but then I turned into a Ryoko fan. You got converted. Have a good lurk, Janice. Thank you. Lee Xiaodon's a good one too, Kina. I know a lot of people whose first crush was Lee Xiaodon. First anime crush was San from... San's a really good choice, Sasha. San is so cool. San's too cool for her own good. Sora and Mimi from Digimon. Oh, those are good characters. Those characters are very cute. They also exist in a very precious part of my heart. How did you feel about all the like in-anime shipping that they had between Sora and Tai and Sora and Matt? I'm not sure. I'm trying to think. I know most of my middle school friends crushed on Sesshomaru. Oh, a lot of my high school friends love Sesshomaru, yeah. Holo from Spice... Oh, Holo's a good one. Holo's very, very good choice. Good taste. Faye from Cowboy Bebop. Ooh, sexy. Faye like felt... When I was little and I saw Faye, I like felt like I was looking at something I wasn't supposed to because she was like too hot. Like she was too sexy. Double D from Ed and Eddie. Oh my goodness. Oh, Riku from Kingdom Hearts. Good one. I can't believe it. Ed and Eddie. I haven't heard that one before. Clone Upper Moon 5 from Demon Slayer. Interesting. I haven't watched a lot of Demon Slayer. Hie's a good one. Hie's definitely one of my like baby crushes as well. Five from that show. That one. I'm drawing a blank right now. Deadass Noble. Deadass Noble. I'm gonna have to get you to stop. Prepare yourself for another dragon slave. Thank you for the 10 more gifted. Oh my goodness, Deadass Noble. One of my rules at my channel is that if you gift subs, then you have to spend an equal or more or greater amount of money on yourself. And so I hope you are treating yourself to something awesome. Thank you so much for the 10 gifteds. Enjoy your emotes, enjoy your sub badge if you got a gifted sub from Deadass Noble. And make sure you say thank you as well. I appreciate it.
Flanks! The chair is in my face! Shit! Get the hemp out of here! Get the hemp! Why is he in my face? Why is he in my face? You don't ever think you've had a fictional crush? That's okay. Do you have like a character you really liked? Someone you were really attached to? Oh, Lust and Hughes! That's a good one. That's a good one. Lust was very cool. I was 3 when I started crushing on Goku, but I was very little. I don't know if it counts. Oh, it totally counts, Rennie. It totally counts. Even if you were super little. I was so little when I crushed on Cutie Honey. I thought Cutie Honey was so cool. The cat! Where? There's a cat in here? I'm allergic. A Chewy. What were you doing behind that chair, Mew? I was checking for gum. Duh. Don't you know, Tektora? They have free gum under chairs usually. Life hack: check under chairs for free gum. Sometimes if you're lucky, it's still kind of minty. Sorry for saying something gross. If you're eating right now, I'm sorry. I'm gomennasai. Treat myself plenty. I got a day off tomorrow. Congratulations! Let's go. Enjoy. I don't know how it is where you are, but weather is awesome right now where we are. I hope weather is good too. Enjoy your day off. April O'Neil was really, really attractive, Tetsuno Ryu. I agree. She's got the whole like the yellow suit thing going on. She's cute. My first girl crush was Lin Kagamine. That's so cute. Did you not feel anything for Ren despite the fact that he was like the same guy? That's so funny. Sorry, Ren. Rip. Rest in peace. I don't know if there's a character I had a crush on, but I have a character I absolutely adore. Yellow, a character from a manga called Pocket Monsters Special. Oh, I've not read that one. I haven't read the special. Which one is yellow? Howl! Howl's Moving Castle. This is not a crush, but I like Utage, Arknights, and Roxy Poke. Oh, Roxy's the rock star girl, right? She's super cool. She's like a punk rock girl. Toru from Kobayashi no Maid Dragon. Maya murder on the gods and topple their thrones from kill 6 billion demons. I also really like her. You like them. They are your comfort characters. I'm a cat, yeah. I'm a cat. Well, I'm not a cat. I'm JELLO. I'm JELLO? Rim blew him out of the water for me. Yeah, fuck off. Who's this Kagami Ren guy? Kagami Ren, get out of here. Oh, my Valentine's boobs were always just straight up out there, Rennie. My Valentine's cleavage. They had to erase it in the English dub. Dorky, have a good night. Rest well, Dorky. Good night, good night. Sleep tight. Thank you for joining us today. I'm not into guys, but I can respect Howl as a first crush. Wait, I read a funny tweet the other day about Howl. Can I read it to you guys? Can I read? Some people were like, what the fuck is Howl's Moving Castle even about? And what do you mean, what is it about? It's about love. It's about a girl learning how to love herself and also finding a cringe fail pretty boy ex-slut husband along the way. Lovers of Howl's Moving Castle, confirm or deny. Is Howl's Moving Castle about learning how to love yourself and finding a cringe fail pretty boy ex-slut husband? She finds the failure man. Though also the castle walks around, I guess. I guess it stomps around a little. Confirm. Truth. Yes, anyway, if you enjoyed that tweet, I'm gonna put the link in the chat so you guys can retweet it. It's a good tweet. Num 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 num. Okay. I'm gonna bring up my next song. What's my next song? Oh yeah, I wanted to squeeze in Oversoul. I wanted to squeeze in Oversoul. So let's sneak Oversoul into the set list. Maybe I'll do half the song as me. And then when the host switches back, then I can sing as the host. How's that?
Sorry, JELLO. Sorry, MIYU. 空と大地が交差している今佇んでるこの世界で命が生まれまた沈んでく繰り返される営みの中こんなものとよぎった時夢の力をなくすもう一度生まれようこの場所で正義のその奥で夢が息づいてる重なる力を信じて正義のその奥に闇が潜んでいる見極けも全てを振り上げた勇気は切り裂くためじゃない引き合う絆で呼び覚ませ鮮やかにI feel so bad for MIYU. I'm sorry, MIYU. 傷ついて行き場をなくしさまよっているその魂を癒す力は心の奥で静かに鼓動を刻んでいる持てる力すべてぶつけ涙を流すのなら選ぶべき道は君を待 の奥で夢が息づいてる重なる力を信じて正義のその奥に闇が潜んでいる見極めろすべてを振り上げた勇気や開くためじゃない引き合う絆で呼び覚ませ鮮やかに Let there be light Revive us all I love this song. I love Oversoul. You know what else is really good from Shaman King is Moonlight. Or is it Moonlight? That was a good song too. Lime Square, welcome back. I'm sorry about your social security number. You should steal it back.
Go and steal it back.
You know, like someone steals your bike and the cops won't fight for you, so you just go and steal it back. From the 80s, Shira and Chitara was really, yeah, they were, oh my god, big old gays. In the early 90s, it was Hinode. Oh, Hinode from Sailor Moon. Hikaru from Ray Earth. Oh my gosh, Ray Earth was such an aesthetic. Mid-90s, Princess Holia from Akatsuki Cha-cha. I love Akatsuki. Android 18, also very, very good choice. Late 90s, Ruripe from Gatekeepers. Natsumi from You're Under Arrest. In the 2000 to 2010s era, that's too many. The Young Mom and Great Teacher Onizuka, and I guess K-On counts. Yamanaka Sawako Sensei and Ritsu Tanaka from both from K-On. Oh my goodness. Thermo, you should make a list. You should make a wife list. A list of wives. Oh, Northern Light was really good too. You're right. Yeah. Oh, I love Northern Light. When you go on your break, eventually, is Joe gonna take over for you and sing Toxic? I would love to see an anime adaptation of Your Turn to Die. If only just to see who they would cast for every character. But also, Fiona brings up an incredibly good point. I should be going on a break because I wanted to get more water, and also I need to do a very important thing, which is feed the melon. And so I'll see you guys in 5. I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna go on a little break. As usual, I'll run some ads, and so you might see some ads if you're not subbed, but they will end before I come back, though. Thank you for reminding me, Fiona. I looked at the time and I was like, I should be going on a break, actually. I should get some more water. It's Joe time, baby. I will see you guys in 5 minutes. Go and stretch out your leggies and get some water, and we'll be back in 5. Give me 1 second here. Where are all my scenes? Where are all my scenes? Okay, see you in 5. Is that a duet between the Magic Boy and Deadass Noble in the break room? Oh my god, take it away! Yeah, let's go! Take it away, y'all. You're doing amazing. Thank you for the welcome back. Thank you. Let me take a sip of my water before I come back. All right, there we go. I'm back, and guess who is also back, everyone?
Bam! Say hi to your friend and mine, Kaneki-kan!
Oh wait, sorry, this way.
Kaneki-kan!
I decided to put him back. That'd be really funny, just to flash you guys with a little bit of Kaneki-kan. Also, thanks so much to my set list for not keeping all my songs, and so now I have no idea what I sang in the last 2 hours. Thanks.
Thanks.
Kaneki, please. Well, okay, here's a magic trick.
Kaneki-kan? Where'd he go? Oh my god, Kaneki, where'd you go? My boy, where'd he go? Silly guy.
Like 4 to 5 Pog songs. Yeah, I know. Miyomaki, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the host club. I'm gonna try to update my set list and then we can continue. I think I kept track of it. I did. Oh my goodness, I'm so good. Tori no uta by Leah. And Hohoemi no Bakutan by I can't remember her full name. Hohoemi no Bakutan. Matsuko Mawatari. Mawatari Matsuko. And Give a Reason by Hayashibara Megumi. Get Along by Hayashibara Megumi. And Oversoul by Hayashibara Megumi. Blef, thank you so much for the redeem. From far away, when I wasn't looking at the screen, the croissant kind of looks like I have a bald spot, and so I was like, what the hell happened here? Well, I have a croissant-shaped bald spot. We're gonna dive right into our next song. It's gonna be a soft song. We're gonna take a little break from all the exciting songs. Take a little break from the exciting songs. We do something a little softer, a little more reflective, a little more pensive. Are y'all ready? Your light sticks are ready? Hayashibara Megumi is the 90s. I know, it's insane. Shampoo! Okay, that's a really good one too. Thermo, you have a very respectable list of crushes. A very respectable list. Respectable as in very long, but also good taste. I agree with all of them. JT! Oh my goodness, JT, thank you so much for the fresh sub. Welcome to the Starlight Host Club. Enjoy your Starlight Host Club membership. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for the sub. I hope you're enjoying your stay. I hope you enjoy your emotes and sub badge as well. Thank you. And yes, the color palettes do work for this model. They always have, but they broke for a couple of streams for some reason. Thanks for putting up with that. All right. しいこと全部覚えてるか忘れたか小さな手にもいつからか僕ら追い越してく強さ売れたぶどうの下泣いてた日から歩いた小さな手でも離れても僕らはこの道行くんだいつか小さな手にもいつからか僕ら追い越してく強さ濡れた方にはどれだけの笑顔が映った小さな手でも離れても僕らはこの道行くんだそして僕らも思い出をしまった小さな手にもいつの日か僕ら追い越してゆくんだやがて来る日は新しい季節を開いたI love this song. I love this song. It makes me like it's so bittersweet, you know? Also, Ion, congratulations on becoming old. Ion has felt old for the first time in their life. Also, hello OG, welcome in. How are you? I like what Merlot said. Oof, old, ouchie. Og. What a wonderful song. Let me put it on my list. Chiisana Te no Hira. Yeah. There we go. Get that up there. Great. We're back to exciting songs again. We're back to exciting songs again after this. I'll load it up while I chat with you. Am I taking requests? Not anymore, Mokeni, but like if you have a recommendation for me, you can always let me know. I've sort of queued up some songs for another stream this time because I don't know them well, and I thought maybe I could learn them and then return to them. And so if you have a suggestion for me and I kind of like know it vaguely, then let me know. I'll add it to my list of songs to learn for next time. Dushar destroyed me. This I remember going back to play the very beginning of Clannad, and it was so like unbearable. It was like truly he was written like the most incel of incels in the first arc, but also I was like, this is a visual novel of its time. Like when I read it back then, I was like, oh, it's the best love story of all time. But like when I went back to read it as an adult, I was like, oh geez. What's this guy's problem? Truly a product of its time. You can recommend too. What 2 songs would you like to recommend? Do you still remember the opening to Magic Knight Rayearth? No, I don't. That one's completely left my mind at this point. I did listen to it a lot though, and I did watch it a lot. And so I feel like if I put it on a playlist, maybe I can learn it. What is it called? What is it called again? Magic Knight Rayearth opening. I'm gonna put it on my list because then I'll just put them all into my workout playlist for the next week, and then I'll listen to them, and then I should be able to learn them again. Oh, Voices from Across Plus! I love that song. Okay. I can sing that. I'm pretty sure I don't need that much review. Cover song collection concert? Wouldn't that be so nice? It would be a nice project to kind of save up for, I feel like, for an album, for a cover album. Let me take a sip. Let me take a
Little illegal sip.
Shh, don't tell the police. Konya wa Hurricane. I don't know this one, so I will have to learn it from scratch. Hurricane. I'll put it on I'll put it down on my list so I remember to listen to it though. Thank you, Corlith. And Rennie, thank you for the hydrate already. Legalizing my hydrate. And Dedasto legalizing a stretch for me as well. Thank you. Sora from Escaflowne. I don't know if I know that song. Escaflowne was so was a little too old for me back when I was that age, and so I watched it pretending like I knew what was going on, but I didn't understand it. I was just a pretentious child. Tenshi no Enogu from Tenshi no Enogu. Okay, yes, I remember this one as well. Tenshi no Enogu. This song, I never realized how funny this song's title looks in English, Merlot. Called Yuzurenai Negai. Okay, thank you. Yuzurenai Negai. Okay. And thank you, Fiona. Welcome back to you as well. I hope the cats are okay. I hope the cats are fed and happy. Kid you.
Yes, I see. Doesn't get it at all.
That's me. That's me. I tried to watch a lot of things that I don't think I fully understood. Witch Hunter Robin, I think I watched too young. Escaflowne, I watched too young. What else? Oh, what's that one show called? Kitaro, I also watched way too young. Blackjack, I watched way too young. I was like a proper child when I watched Blackjack, and I was like, I don't get it. Oh, Utena! I watched Utena when I was a literal child, and I was like, I don't get it. But then I rewatched it as an adult, and now I'm head over heels in love with it. But I did first watch Utena when I was like 5 years old or something, and I was like, Oh, hi, Melon. Hi. Hey, baby. Baby, I'm gonna sing. You don't like that. You don't like it when I sing. Sakamoto Maya, Kiseki no Umi. I'm pretty sure I know like every Sakamoto Maya song. I'll write that down. I'm pretty sure I know that one. Masami Okui is fantastic for singing those songs for Utena. I love her voice so much. Also, yes, Malin is here. Malin. Hey, Malin. He's had a bite of tuna. And he's here to get some kiss-homes. Melon, I'm gonna start singing soon, and you hate that, so I'm not sure how you're going to react. I would like to sing my next song, Melon. May I? Am I allowed? Do I have permission? I watched an old mini-series called Portrait de Petite Cassette. I loved it, Fiona. Okay, to be completely fair for you, that show was a little hard to understand, I think, for both kids and maybe some adults. The songs in that show were so good, though. Na 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 la 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 do 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 do. Loved that OVA. That OVA is super good. I didn't know anybody else in the world to watch that, Fiona. This is new, but have you watched? Oh, yes, I have. Tatta hitotsu no watashi wa koko. I love that show, TMA. Well, I can't say I love that show. I love the first few volumes of that manga, but I think it went in a direction that I wasn't really able to follow. But it was good. Portrait de Petite Cassette. Yeah, I'm so glad you guys recognize that. Juna for the win. Juna's illegal. Someone arrest Juna. She's so young and she's so skilled. Someone arrest her. Someone call the cops on her. She's so good. I think the new season of Mega's Bride also got a opening from the their names escape me right now. But the people who sang Gekko Symphonia. I can't remember their names right now. Oh, my brain is farting. Enjoying it so far? Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's a really I feel like it's got that kind of like sentimental feel good vibe to it, kind of like Natsume Yujincho. Dorian read the Mega's Bride manga. I also did read the first few volumes. I actually bought it when it was tankobon for the first time because that's how much I loved it at the time. It really was good. I'm not following it anymore, but I still like retain a lot of appreciation for it. I stopped following it at around the dog part. The dog, you know? The dog. All right. We're gonna sing our next song. Melon, you're gonna have to just deal with it if you're not in the mood to listen. Melon doesn't like it when I sing. I think I've told you guys this. He's like not a fan of me singing. Melon? Melon? You okay with it? You okay if I sing in front of you? Oh, he's a little butt munch. He is a little butt munch. He doesn't like it when I sing, and I've never been able to figure out why. I think it's the volume of it. The volume of me singing is louder than how I speak, and he thinks I'm yelling at him, I think. He thinks I'm upset at him. He always looks really offended when I sing. All right, baby, I'm gonna start singing, okay? Is it okay? Is it okay? I'm gonna give you a little kiss. I'm gonna give you a little kiss. Okay. Okay, I sing, okay? No Angie, okay? He's yelling at us, Melon. Don't worry. It's not you. It's them. It's the Camtoms. It's the Camtoms. Oh, Mokeni, I'm so sorry. Yes, my cat. My cat who is standing on top of my desk right now, right in front of my salad. Right in front of my salad. All right. It's time. It's time.残酷な天使のように少年よ神話になれ青い風が今胸のドアを叩いても私だけをただ見つめて微笑んでるあなたそっと触れるもの求めることに夢中で運命さえまだ知らない痛いけな瞳だけどいつか気づくでしょうその背中には遥か未来目指すための羽があること残酷な天使の手勢窓辺からやがて飛び立つほとばしる熱いパトスで思い出を裏切るならこの空を抱いて輝く少年よ神話になれNever apologize for the Bob Ross, Dorian. Bob Ross is welcome in any situation.眠ってる私の愛のゆりかご あなただけが夢の使者に呼ばれる朝が来る細い首筋を月明かりが映してる世界中の時を止めて閉じ込めたいけどもしも二人会えたことに意味があるなら私はそう自由を知るためのバイブル残酷な天使のテーゼ悲しみがそして始まる抱きしめた命の形その夢に目覚めた時誰よりも光を放つ少年よ神話になれ人は愛を紡ぎながら歴史を作る女神なんてなれないまま私は生きる残酷な天使のテーゼ窓辺からやがて飛び立つほとばしる熱いパトスで思い出を裏切るならこの空を抱いて輝く少年よ神話になれ
Get in the robot, Shinji!
I love this song too. Cruel Angels, Thesis. Do you think he's gonna graduate? Do you think his thesis is good enough? Takahashi. Youko. Oh, thank you, JT. I appreciate that. Thank you. Ryoko じゃなくて Youko なんですね。ごめんなさい、高橋さん。すみません。打ち間違えた。Congratulations, yeah, congratulations, everyone. Congratulations. I laughed because Dorian sent a bunch of Bob Rosses and then Fiona said Bob but with a lot of O's so it just looked like boob. Also I sang it in the male key because I favor how my voice sounds when I sing this song in the male key. I rarely sing it in its regular key. One day I'll try it. Boob. Gravity. I remember Gravity. Been a long road to follow, been there and gone tomorrow, without saying goodbye to yesterday. Are the memories I hold still valid? Or have the dreams deluded them? Maybe this time tomorrow, the rain will cease to follow. And the mist will fade into one more today. I love that song. That song makes me incredibly emotional. And so if I sing it, get ready.
We'll do a little cry.
Let me see here. I'm pulling up my next song as I'm chatting with you guys. Am I going home? Will I hear someone singing solace to the silent moon? Zero gravity, what's it like? Am I alone? Is somebody there beyond these sad and aching feet? Still the road keeps on telling me to go on. Ooh. Takai. Something is calling me. I feel the gravity of it all. Sakura Nagashi is really good too. I don't listen to Sakura Nagashi very much out of the 3 songs, or the 4 songs actually, or the movie songs, but I do like it. I guess it's because I have to be in the mood for it. Also, yeah, Wolf's Rain. I think I told you guys this story already, but Wolf's Rain made me cry so hard. My mom came in to check on me in the living room. I can't remember how old I was. I must have been like 16 or 17, a very impressionable age. But I was marathoning Wolf's Rain because one of my family members bought me the entire DVD set. And I was like, what's this show? So I watched all of it. I watched the finale. I was fucking destroyed by it. I was like, in the living room. And like, she came downstairs from taking a nap and she was like, Are you gonna be okay? Are you doing? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Just let me feel my oats. Oh. It was so sad. Thank you for the stretch. Thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you. Fufu, did you change your name or is this another Fufu? Is this another person that's going by a very similar name? Pink blood, pink blood, pink blood. That sounds kind of hard to sing because it's got like two very distinct parts. I've definitely thought about singing it for karaoke. It's just got like the background vocals and the main vocals. So I've always thought like, how do I go about doing that live? Like, do I have to pre-record the background vocals? I've definitely thought about it though. Good recommendation. Teenage you with the feels. Yeah, I never grew out of them. I still have a bunch of leftover feelings. Dango Daikazoku, I can put it on the list. We can do another nostalgia karaoke stream very soon because I seem to have enough to make up another stream. Dango, 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 dango Daikazoku. It's shorter now, so it's easier. Good for you. I'm glad you took the opportunity to change your name. How have you been, Fufufu? Let me feel my oats. Yeah, let me activate my almonds. Let me activate my charcoal. Oh, hey, Mega Blazikins, good guess. Catch You Catch Me is on my list for today. It's here. It's here. Hello, Kai, welcome. How are you? Welcome in. Let me see. What is my next song? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, I have 5 songs left. Why did I give myself so many songs today? Well, okay, I'm not gonna complain about it.
I won't complain.
If I can last through all 5 songs, then I'll sing all of them. If not, I might cut a few out and put them on the next stream. Big sweaty after big unpacking, but ready to vibe with big karaoke? Lots of big things in your life right now, kind. Congratulations. I hope you're a fan of big things. But congratulations on unpacking as well. How did that go? Is everything back in place? Did you move very recently? I showed my first crush, the first that I can remember, Dango Daikazoku, without any context, and they told me it was stupid. Hey, that's so mean, Ion. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. Maybe it's because they were young too. I feel like when you were young, you can't really appreciate when people show you something that's important to them, you know? I'm sorry that you had to endure that though. I'm glad they're no longer a part of your life. Don't let them disrespect your hobbies and the things you love ever again. Karaoke? Is that the 4Kids name for karaoke? Just today, congratulations! I hope you're settling in fine. I hope the move went smoothly and you still have everything that you have. Or rather, you didn't lose anything. I feel like that's the biggest thing about moving is like losing things. How dare, I know. It's okay, you're in good company here, Ion. We love Dango Daikazoku. We are perhaps a Dango Daikazoku. Show them the Dango Daikazoku remix with Busta Rhymes. Even if I don't care about when people show off things they really like or talk about it in depth, it's always super cool, attractive to see people gush about the things they like. Yes, exactly, Yugid. I think that we learned that in adulthood, you know? We learned that
when we become adults, we learn to be good, empathetic people, you know? Also, thank you for the redeem, Tektoa, thank you. What would be a good song for me to sing as me? Let me see. Maybe let me hijack a song. Okay, I'm ready. I found the song I'm gonna hijack. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta look up the lyrics. Wait. Look at the lyrics. Okay. Now I'm ready.
Mochi, 言えないの言いたいのチャンス逃してばかりだって翼広げ二人で空をマラソン夢をユニゾンしたいほらガチュガチュガチミガチミ待ってこっちを向いて好きだと言ってそうな人見ちゅぐつしゆきっと私の想いあなたのハートに飛んで飛んで飛んでゆけ迷わないAyan wants to see my panties. Don't see my panties? たまにねなくなっちゃう体のバッテリーあなたの笑顔でいつも充電満タンパワーバクサーへお願いまずはお友達から笑って見つめて楽しい毎日にしたいほらガチュガチュガチミガチミ絶対運命だってお似合いだってそうな人見ちゅうつしゆきっと誰にも負けないあなたの世界で一番恋してるYeah, drop that bass! Yeah! Guitar solo! ほらガチュガチュガチミガチミ待ってこっちを向いて好きだと言ってそうな人見ちゅぐつしゆきっと私の想いあなたのハートに飛んで飛んで飛んでゆけ迷わないほらガチュガチュガチミガチミ待って運命だってお似合いだってそうな人見ちゅぐつしゆきっと誰にも負けないあなたの世界で一番恋してるわーわーわーブーAh, I got to sing a whole song. They kicked me out of the previous song, but take that, host. I get to sing a whole song this time. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, Storm Nickel. Everyone take a drum. Take a little sip. Take a drink. You may not defy Storm Nickel's orders at the host club. It is law. I win-omed! Back in the spine hole! No! Incredible timing. Oh my god. Amazing timing. Oh. The Lucky Star song? Man, that song is so hard. Thank you again for the hydrate from Storm Neko. Thank you. That was perfect. I know. What happened? That was great. Welcome back, husband. Thank you. Where was I? Where was I for the last 5 minutes? Can you have 2 bottles of vodka? You just want them straight up? You don't even want it mixed with another chaser or anything? Here we go. You will clip, thank you. The kittens know all. Kittens know all. Is that the new the? We should write a parody song. We should write a kigayuta for that one Niji Sanji song. Is it God Sees All? But it's kittens know all. You also clip, thank you, Rennie. Let me give you a permit. Thank you, Rennie. Yeah, God sees all, but it's kitten sees all. Kittens know all.
I went, ah! Ah!
You got sucked back into the hole, the spine hole. Kittens pog all. I like that. You should sing the Diamond City Lights, Diamond City Lights. I should learn that song in its entirety, actually. I listen to it a lot, but I've never tried singing it. I'll add it to my my workout playlist, actually. That's a really good song for workout. How come I haven't added it to my playlist? Diamond City Lights. Okay, there we go. It's on my list now. Can you go in the spine hole? I'm not sure if you'll fit, Ion. It requires you to be quite pliable. Do not sing Diamond City Lights, for I will sing it so loud that you'll hear me from the Americas. Oh no, Tetsunoriu, I'm sorry. Let me give you a permit there. Sorry about that, Tetsunoriu. My bot's a little picky. No, Tetsunoriu is not dead. No. We don't kill people for links anymore. We just kind of do a little bungee jump thing. We like bungee you into the shadow realm for a second to check out how cold and wet it is down there. But yes, Lucy, that's the intended effect. That's how Diamond City Lights is supposed to have, or that's the kind of effect it's supposed to have on you. Do you take requests? Not at the moment, but I am. Like, if you have a song, you can throw it at me, and I'll put it on a list to learn for next time. Every Heart, that's a really good one. Actually, I sang that once for an Inuyasha stream once. I did an Inuyasha karaoke stream where I only sang Inuyasha songs, and then GUMI and Sunny got into a fight in chat because they shipped very different. One of them shipped Kikyo Inuyasha, and the other one shipped Kagome Inuyasha. And we got a little kitten fight in the chat. It was very funny. I do know Anohana. I do. Are you talking about Secret Base, or are you talking about another song? The other song, Aoi Shiori? I know both of those songs. Oh, that's okay. We don't mind repeat clips. I can permit you if you still want to share it. I love Every Heart is a classic. Every Heart is a weeb classic. I won the fight. The first one, Secret Base. I actually sang that during April Fool's. Foo. I think the April Fool's VOD is on YouTube if you still want to listen to it. I sang that song for April Fool's. The 4 Kids OP of Card Captors. Yeah, Card Captors. Na 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 na. I don't remember the lyrics very much because I didn't have the channel to watch it. It was extra money to have that channel to watch it as a kid, and my family wanted to be a little frugal, and so I didn't get the channel to watch it. But I sang. Yeah, oh my God, Swim. Yeah, you're right. Swim. I didn't sing it. I heard that somebody who took over the host club on April Fool's sang it. I heard, yeah. I heard tales of somebody singing it at the host club. Card Captors, a mystic adventure. Card Captors, a quest of all time. I watched it like very rarely because I didn't have that channel. We make mistakes. Thank you, Swimmin. Thanks. I know Swimmin's got my back. Thank you. There's a lady who did unspeakable things. Oh my goodness. Did you arrest her? Did you call the cops on her? If I had a nickel for every time the host club got taken over for April Fools, I'd have 2 nickels. You'd have a whole dime. Was it the Teletoon channel? It was, yeah. Channel 50 where I was, Gomi. We didn't sign up for the other half of the channel, so I think I only had channels 1 to 27, which was enough to watch Digimon and Beyblade, but not enough to watch Card Captors, or a lot of the other dubbed anime. Peasant says no. Did they really, Tetsunoru? I don't remember that. I didn't watch a lot of it. I didn't know that. Teletoon, I can almost taste my arthritis. The impeccable flavor of arthritis. Back pain. Yeah, it's gone now. No more Teletoon. I only had YTV, but I mean, Teletoon was still a big part of my childhood. I'd go to my friend's house and watch it. That's what I would do.
That made they were so mean.
If it isn't Beitor, hello! Welcome, Beitor. I'm sorry they were mean to you. I'm sorry the maid was mean to you. But I heard through the grapevine that you guys liked it. You guys liked it when the maid was being mean to you. No Hero TV? I did not have... What's Hero TV? I did not have Hero TV. They made Lee the main... No way! What? That's so strange. Did they recut the show that much?
Yeah, you sick fucks.
You guys like drinking tea off the floor, don't you?
You guys like it.
What song did I just sing? Did I sing Catch You Catch Me? I think I did. I mean, me. Give me 1 second. Cat, you, catch, me. And who is it by? I don't... Let me look up the artist here. Catch you, catch you, catch me, 待って、こっちを向いて、好きだと言って。日向めぐみ Catch me JELLO version. There you go. A glitch in the U-Tricks.
What? I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Alright. We're gonna sing... Should I cut this next song out? Should I cut it? I really like it, but I'm not sure if it fits the vibes for today. I'll cut it out. I'm gonna cut out a song. We're gonna sing another song instead. We're gonna cut out a song. I'll put this song back on another playlist. How's that? But I think tonight's vibes are not for this. This song does not fit tonight's vibes. Let's move on to our next song. We'll cut one song. Here we go. Alright, hopefully I remember this song well enough to sing it good, but if I don't, help me out. I don't know if you guys will know this song. So してこの空赤く染めてまた来る時好みで進むだけすれ違ってゆく人も紛れなくしたものもいつかは消えゆく時熱く揺るがす強さ儚く揺れる弱さ所詮同じ未来そんな日常効果と化し現れる日くれる世界風になびかせ線を引いて流れるような髪先時を指す振り切った想いみなぎる夢すべては今この手で使命果たしてゆくだけまた日が一つされそっとどこかで消えた現実変わらぬ日々だけど確かに感じる君のぬくもり鼓動これも真実だよそうしてくれない後塵を巻き夕日を背に今始まるさExactly, Dan. It's because I'm singing it, so it becomes an oldie. なぜだかなる心に迷い戸惑い感じるの早くいたずらに暴れ出す痛みを壊して空ににじんだ焼けた雲はうちに秘めた願いが焦がしてるためらった瞳浮かぶ涙でも明日の力に変えて全て捧げて舞い降り立ち冴える刃一つで闇を切るいつだって胸の奥の光瞬かせて好みで使命果たしてゆくまで White hair and crosso, that's right. Hello Hamu, how are you? Welcome. Welcome. Let me add this song to my set list. Hishoku no Sora. How am I? I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. How are you? How have you been doing? Here we go. Kawadamami. There we go. Add that to the list. Icing glazed toast, yummy, like a donut. I was going to put another song into this playlist, but I think that one is a little bit too recent to count as like a nostalgic song. But I used to sing Light My Fire live with the band. 今解き放て秘めた思いを無に変える現実断ち切るために運命が必然だとしたって Nobody can predict what will happen 必死に抗ってくんだその瞳に映したの未来をこの手に Shout out 己の存在 I have to sing that song a lot live and so like it's kind of carved into my brain. A lot of it is just muscle memory. It's that song and Ash Like Snow. These two songs I sang a lot live and so they're kind of just like in my brain folds. Do I know the Ponyo-san? Ponyo sakana no ko. That one? 青い海からやってきた Oh, Ion, you also... Yes, you were about to recommend that song as well. It's a good song. It's a really hype song to sing live. It was really popular. It was one of our popular songs that really like hyped up the crowd. Ambiguous was a really popular song to sing live as well. People love that song. 運命の糸を断ち切ったその先に Those songs are all like I know them a little too well for my own good. It's like what am I going to use this knowledge for? It's just muscle memory at this point. Was that song from Shana? Yes, it was. Light My Fire was from Shana, yeah. Do I have any hard catch songs in my brain? I don't, unfortunately. I didn't commit those to memory. Departures is a hard song. I think I tried singing that on April Fools. That song's hard. It's a little too high for me. Let me just... There we go. Okay. What other songs we have? One more song. We're suddenly down to our last song because I cut a song out of my list. Miscalculation. Should I add that song back then? Hold on. What time is it? It's 9. I can stand to do 2 more songs. Let's do 2 more songs, and then I think that's the end of the line for me. End of the line. I sound like I'm dying. I I sound like I'm just simply going to perish after this. I'll do 2 more songs. I'll do 2 songs. There we go. Pull up the lyrics. Don't on the live. I'll try my best. Sometimes it's out of my control. I don't sound like I'm dying? Okay, good. I'm actually in good spirits today. My stamina is doing super well. I have a longer set list than usual because I think these songs are all like really nostalgic songs and they're getting me like really excited. Sorry, it's a little embarrassing, but I am really excited. You know what? I was so excited when you guys recognized a lot of the songs from the beginning. When you guys got like really excited with me when I mentioned Yu Yu Hakusho, and all the people who like really liked Slayers as well. I'm just excited to see so many people who like the songs that I grew up with. Corliss, don't worry about it. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for joining us today. Rest well and sweet dreams. Thank you for joining us. What else? I was there's one genre of songs I'm not ever going to sing on. Well, I might sing on karaoke, but I think I'm gonna try to wedge it into playlists so that I don't put too much focus on it. It's Kenshin songs. I don't want to talk about Kenshin, but I'm still gonna sing their songs. And I grew up with the music, and I grew up with the show, and so I don't want to do like a Kenshin playlist because I don't want to do a whole set list with that name attached to it. So I'll wedge Kenshin songs into playlists every now and then. Freckles, yeah, Sobakasu. Sobakasu is a classic. My GF will die, please. Exactly, yeah, Deadass Novel, exactly. Mangaka aside, I try to separate them. I appreciate Kenshin and I did a lot for my childhood, but I just try not to mention it in a public capacity so nobody tries to like look it up and I don't give them more attention than they should. But the songs are like, they're separate from the show and they're so good. I watched that show like all the way up to like the fillers as well. I watched so much Kenshin. Most people only know one Kenshin song. Yeah, the one Kenshin song. It's a piece of art when it comes to anime history, and it got done so wrong. Oh, it's I try not to. I have like a lot of complicated feelings about Kenshin, but I try to enjoy it for what it was, separately from all the other controversy it's marred in. Shishio is. I'm gonna come out and say it. Shishio is so hot. Shishio is so hot. I love Shishio. He's so hot. Pun intended.
Man's so hot, he's on fire.
Yeah, he's like literally on fire, but also he's like so attractive. One of my favorite anime villain of all time. The anime villain ever. Oh yeah, Aoshi was a really popular choice too. A lot of my friends at the time who watched it with me really loved Aoshi. Yeah, thank you, Tetsunori. I appreciate that. It's something, I feel like it's always like it's something a lot of people have to work through, right? A lot of us come face to face with the fact that like some of the things that have had a significant impact on our lives unfortunately are created by terrible people, and we have to compartmentalize that in our minds. And so I'm working on it. Every now and then I think about it and I work on it. You like process a little bit of it, put it away, and then next time you take it out, process a little bit more of it. Steve Blum voiced him in the dub? I've never watched the dub. Oh, Saito was so cool too. Saito always looked like he was dying. The man looked like he needed to eat a burger, but also, what a cool guy. Saito was awesome. Saito needs like a burger. Someone give him a burger. He's got cheekbones for days. Misao was so cute. Misao was like a little sister. I feel like I can't loot her. What's that? What's their name again? The trans character. The trans character from Shishio's the Shishio arc. Kamaitachi, is that their name? I love them too. They were so cool. Very gender, incredibly gender. Saito was tall and greasy. Yummy. Kamaitachi, yeah, that's their name, right? yeah, I was like, is it Kamaitachi? I can't like remember. Kamaitachi, they're so cool. I recently learned that someone made something I liked a lot turned out to be kind of a creep. Oh, I think that I think we all have to go through this. And you know what? I think that it's something that you kind of work through yourself. It's a personal journey, and you decide how much you want to engage with that piece of media. If you want to forsake it completely, if you want to separate the art from the artist, it's up to you. It's your own personal decision to make, and nobody should fault you. Nobody should ever harass you for the decision the conclusion you come to. You know? Yeah. Oh my gosh, Dan, I can't believe you remember that part. The fact that they just lift their pants. They're like, I've got a cock right here. And Misa was like,
I need an adult.
That was such a good moment. That was such a good moment in the manga. Yeah. I grew up with that manga, so like I miss it a lot. You had, oh my gosh, you like tried to roleplay Saito. That's so cute, Gumi. I used to have a friend that I knew from old Pokemon forum. I've known them for almost a decade, and 2 years ago I cut them out of my life because it came to light that they were a pos. Aww. Well, good on you for cutting them out. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. It takes much less work for you to simply brush things aside and pretend like nothing is wrong. So. What's this from? We're talking about an old manga called Kenshin. A lot of people have very complicated feelings about it, TMA, me especially, because the author of the manga series unfortunately was caught with possession of CP and was kind of slapped on the wrist for in terms of punishment. I grew up with that series. It's a really big child of my really big child of my chunkhood. It's a really big chunk of my childhood.
Really big child of my chunkhood.
Chunkhood. Chunkhood's it's a good way to refer to your bits, huh? Baby, you want my chunkhood? Anyway, yeah. So that's kind of why where my conflicting feelings come from. But also, you know, I try to separate them. I try to still appreciate the work for what it is, separate from the author.
You want to see my chunkhood?
I want to see their chunkhood. All right. I should start my next song. I should start my next song before I dig myself into a deeper grave.
I want to see her panties.
Good timing again.
Oh, and the bonk. Oh.
Yeah, me too. Hey, Rennie, we are in the exact same boat. If you ever feel lonely for feeling that exact same way, you and me, we're on the same sad boat. I will not be able to watch it. I've committed to not watching it, even if I pirate it. I just know that I'm gonna be bummed.
Just gonna be kind of bummed.
But that's okay. That's perfectly fine. It's character development. I am building my own character. Anyway, this isn't really that old of a song, but it's really like I listened to this in my DeviantArt days, and so I kind of consider it part of my childhood. So enjoy my DeviantArt phase song. Every time you kiss me, I trembled like a child. Gathering the roses, we sang for the hope. Your very voice is in my heartbeat, sweeter than my dream. We were there in everlasting bloom. Roses die, the secret is inside the pain. Winds are high upon the hill, I cannot hear you. Come and hold me close, I'm shivering cold in the heart of rain. Darkness falls, I'm calling for the dawn. Silver dishes for the memories, for the days gone by. Singing for the promises tomorrow may bring. I harbor all the old affection, roses of the past. Darkness falls and summer will be gone. Joys of the daylight, shadows of the starlight. Everything was sweet by your side, my love. Ruby tears have come for me for your last words. I'm just here singing my song of woe, waiting for you, my love. I'll give you guys one guess who wrote this song. Only one. You only need one guess just to know who wrote this song.
My mom!
Isa. Fiona, yes, let's go! Fiona wins. Now let my happiness sing inside my dream. Every time you kissed me, my heart was in such pain. Gathering the roses, we sang for the grief. Your very voice is in my heartbeat, sweeter than despair. We were there in everlasting bloom. Underneath the stars, shaded by the flowers, kiss me in the summer day gloom, my love. You are all my pleasure, my hope and my song. I will be here dreaming of the past until you come, until we close our eyes. It's if songs had like a signature, well, they do. Songs have signature sounds to them, but if they were described in a physical, like a perceivable manner, I would say that this song has Kajiura Yuki's greasy handprints all over it. It is like it smells, it reeks of Kajiura Yuki. It's just like her style. It's her style of music. This is from Pandora Hearts. It's not a very old song, but I listened to this in my DeviantArt era, and I feel quite attached to it. Also, great guess, Fiona. Amazing guess. You got it first try. Is this the Anastasia song? You know, I see the. You know what? I don't blame you, Gumi. I see the similarities. It would be really funny if Yuki Kajiura wrote for Anastasia, though. I think that would be a really funny universe if we lived in it. Daisuke describes Yoasobi songs as a certain way too. I feel like it's the same way. Yeah. They have a very signature sound to them. She's one of the artists that really affected my taste in music, and thank you. No wonder you recognized her so fast. You could smell her all over this song. That was called Everytime You Kissed Me. Everytime You Kissed Me sung by Emily Bidinger. But written by Kajiura Yuki. Kajiura Yuki for Gundam? Oh my goodness. I would love that, actually. That would be a great idea. We only have one song left. We got one last song left. It's a classic. I don't think anybody will listen to this song and be like, that's not an oldie. This is an oldie. This is an old song. And also probably a host club favorite. I've sang this in the host club before. You guys have heard me sing this.
You got the sniffer. You got a sniffer. The Yuki.
I have a hard time picking out what artists make what music because I have square brain. The way you put it is so cute, Rennie. But you know what? We're all good at different things. Some people are really good at identifying musical cues and chord progressions and the same instrumental samples that certain artists use. Some people are really good at recognizing visual art styles. Some people can tell you exactly who made what and be able to break down an art style into the fundamentals. We're all good at different things. Cerberus 344, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the host club. Hope you enjoy your stay. Welcome, welcome. I have a hard drive. Oh wait, no, I read that message. I'm sorry. I first heard of her in the hack sign. I have the CD. I have the literal physical CD for that soundtrack. And I loved it to bits. I'm trying to remember that one song. Hold on. It's Yasashi Yoake, A Gentle Dawn. That song was really good. But yeah, I had that CD and I actually I listened to it on a Walkman a bunch. That's a dated device. That's a thing that not a lot of people have nowadays. Thank you very much for the redeem as well. The croissant blends too well in my hair. Yeah, camouflage.
Might want to eat that croissant before it gets too hairy.
What if I like it hairy? What if I like it covered in hair? You know what? Everything I eat is covered in hair anyway because I have a cat. I've ingested so much cat hair. I had one singing lesson and learned I've been breathing wrong my whole life. Do you mean like for singing breathing? Did you just learn how to breathe with your diaphragm, Merlot? Congratulations, that's gonna go so far. You know what? When I learned how to breathe with my diaphragm, it's like better for exercising, for pre-workout, for singing, for playing instruments. Gosh, it's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Are you gonna go for more lessons? Are you gonna go for more singing lessons? One major Shinji Ikari mood, yeah, that's me.
That's me. I'm Shinji Ikari.
I dress like Shinji Ikari, so like, I realized this year. I started dressing like Shinji Ikari, and I was like the high-waisted pants and like the loose button-up, and I'm like, oh, it's me.
He's just like me for real.
Don't breathe with your chest, Dusty. Issa, please. Hello, Bisky. Welcome home. How are you, Bisky? Did you have work today? How are you feeling? Welcome in, Bisky. We're about to sing our last song. We've had about a 3-hour stream so far. We are gonna sing in last song, but I'll still be chatting for a little bit, and then we'll raid into someone very special. I know one of my friends is doing a special event today, so I'd like to go and show them our support. You want to learn? You should. Foo. Singing is a truly a pleasure. Truly a passion I will never lose, I think, in my life. I've always thought about how terrifying it would be if I lost my voice. I would be so devastated. Congratulations, Merlot! I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for your consecutive lessons. I dressed like him in a few years back then, but more gender.
More gender, please.
Oh. And thank you, Komodo. Will we hang out on Sunday morning? I have commitments for the next for this week, including this week for the next 3 weeks for Sunday mornings. So what we're gonna do is we will be moving our Sunday streams to the afternoon instead, and so they'll be early morning for you, Thermo. I think I'll be starting 5 p.m. my time, so we'll be starting like probably like early-ish, like 8-9 a.m. for you. And so they'll be in the afternoon instead. So yeah, that's actually a really great point. Thank you, Thermo. For everyone who is in here who usually attends Sunday breakfasts, they will no longer be breakfast for the next 3 weeks. They will be Sunday dinner and Your Turn to Die. They probably will be a little bit shorter than our usual streams. I probably won't do chatting. I'll just go right into Your Turn to Die. just so I don't keep myself up for too long in the evening. And it's going to continue for about 3 weeks, and then we'll go back to our regular schedule. Sunday din-din, yeah. Sunday dinner. Dress in your Sunday best for Sunday dinner. I hope you bring dinner real. Hey, that'd be a good idea, maybe. I can make some hash browns. All right. I'm gonna take a sip of my water. We're gonna sing our last song, okay? You've been awake since 5:30. Oh my goodness, Bisky. And you're doing it again tomorrow. Go get your bum in bed, Bisky. Did you eat yet? Have you eaten? Go get some food in your tummy. And then get into bed. Look at me speaking like a Zoomer.
Look at me speaking like a young person, mastering all these young people terms.
Go get some bussin' food in your tummy, and then go get your little bum into bed. Go get some rest, Bisky. Don't push yourself too hard. Yes, go Mimi. Go Go get some Mimis. Get some Mimis. Thank you for checking in with us, Bisky. I appreciate it despite your long day. Have a good rest tonight, and don't work too hard tomorrow.
Bum in bed.
I like that. All right, last song. Last song for real. I'm actually kind of feeling it, so I'm glad we're ending it here. I'm really feeling it.光さすがで手を取り合い誓い合った慰め合ったもう恋は二度としないよってそんな強い結束は形を変え今じゃこんなにたくましい私たちのライフスタイル Every day, every time頬を寄せ合って写る写真の笑顔に少しの寂しさ詰め込んで潔くかっこよくはしたからは誰もが振り向く女になるたとえ二人離れ離れになっても心はずっと一緒に愛はお金では買えないって知っているけど愛でお金は買えるのテレビで言ってた無感動昔キリがないね若い子みんなそうだと思われるのは Feel so bad どうしようもないじゃないでもね私たち友達のこと何より大切にしてるきっと大人よりも夢を見て涙して傷ついても現実はがむしゃらに苦しい自分の居場所存在価値をなくせない自分を守るためにGetting colder, thank you for doing the background vocals for me. You know this song well. Also, Bear Choice, hello. It's your song, Bear Choice. Welcome in, Lactate, hello. Oh, yeah, that saxophone solo. I'll go away 戻れないそれぞれの道を選ぶ時が来る前にこんなに Oh my goodness. Getting colder. You know this song so well. Thank you for doing my backing vocals for me. Really glad you came in for our last song, Bear Choice. This is our last song, but it's probably one of my favorites. I've been looking for a opportunity to do a arrangement, an original arrangement of this, so I can cover it in its full capacity. God, I love this song. S very recently showed me the D4DJ remix of this song, which slaps. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like this song is also just really good. Like it doesn't matter who remixes it. It is timeless. Every single time I hear a remix for it, I'm like, yeah, this still slaps. Keep remixing it. Keep reviving it. This song needs to never die. But God, that remix slapped. I listen to it at the gym now. But thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Thank you for joining me for a very self-indulgent karaoke stream, saying a bunch of songs that are very like personal to me. I'm really glad that I ended up hitting a few people along the way, and you guys shared some childhood memories with me as well. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. Oh yeah, Bear Choice. Oh my goodness. If maybe I can link it in chat for everyone to listen to later. Here you go. I'm gonna put it in chat. Give it a listen if you like this song. And thank you very much for joining me. No, thank you guys for coming. And thank you, JT. Thank you so much for following today and for the sub as well. I hope you had a good time. We're gonna raid somebody. I know who I'm gonna raid today. It's going to be my buddy and somebody that you guys are all very familiar with as well. Leizu Shen. Leizu is having a re-debut of his new model today with an original song and some lore and new slides, and so we're gonna go visit him. Raid Leizu Shen. Let's do a nice raid message. What raid message should we do? Yukun's kittens have come to we gotta make this a butter joke. We gotta make this a butter. I can't let him escape the butter jokes. Have come to eat your butter. Even with the new model, I can't let him escape the butter jokes. Have come to eat your butter. There you go. Butter you up? Butter you up is really cute too. Okay, whichever one you guys think is cuter, feel free to use the one that you think is cuter. But butter your biscuits. Oh, that one's so good too. Man, you guys are so good at this. You're so good at this. I like butter your biscuits a lot. Butter your biscuits. Let's hit him with a wild card. Hit him with a wild card. Everyone pick your raid message and we don't have to be consistent. As long as there's butter in it, I'm very happy. We've come to eat your butt. That doesn't have butter in it. Nutter your butter. No. All right, you guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you again for joining me. I will see you tomorrow in the afternoon in a little bit less than 24 hours. But have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And I will see you for your turn to die tomorrow. Take care. Mwah. See you soon. And of course, the VOD watchers as well. Probably on YouTube at this point, because this will not be staying up on Twitch, but thank you for staying. Have a great rest of your day.